next to the world is still. Once roaring laughs, now silent shell. The glow once worn now fades away. Good night to the hour we wished would stay. The screen once danced with endless dreams, now whispers faint in broken dreams. My stove and Twiggy wave goodbye to 2 a.m. and the starless sky.
Get ready for some
Goodbye
e-bigging.
to late nights where we spilled our fears. Goodbye to pixels blurred by tears. The hour has gone where we dared and
Yeah, Brooks is the master of the fake cry.
Goodbye to a.m. we'll remember you.
Chadwick with the 5 gifted and we didn't even beg for it, dude. We didn't even beg for it and you weren't even drunk.
Sisters, now these toys destroy. Our hearts still ache, our hands held tight. But 2 a.m. fades.
Can we get some candles in the chat, please?
This
Get your
is
phones out.
not the end, it's just a start. We'll see you at midnight, but it won't feel hard. The ghost of 2 a.m. will
Can we just get some candles? Just spam the
every
candles, please. Welcome back to Cash Cow Tacos tonight. The cell phones work too. My acting's not as good as Boogie's. I can't cry as well as dog water on stream, I know, but I'm trying my best. I'm really trying. Huge ass with another 5 gifted, which we also didn't have to e-big for. I'm so sorry. It's coming, don't worry.
Goodbye to late nights when we spilled our fears. Goodbye to pixels blurred by tears. The hour has gone where we dared and flew. Goodbye to a.m. We'll remember you.
G'day, mates. Welcome to the Plunder Down Under. Oh, I actually got myself in the feels for a second. Look, you guys think that we're doing some e-bigging only when you're drunk. I don't want your money if you're sober. No, only if you're drunk and I can get it nice and easy. No, that's not what happened, you dumb bitch. Okay? Go fuck yourself. How about that? All right? He was helping us out because he loves the show. He did get a little too drunk, but we're cool. Right? So you can take your little drama and shove it straight up. All right? Not playing this shit. But you know what we are playing? All right? Kings and Pay Pigs, of which we have many and e-bigged for a lot of them. Kings, we have Noopy, Scott Dude, Hugh Just, Baha Wolf, Zavi, and Necro. And we've got Pay Pigs, Nightly Truth, My Paradoxical Me, Augustine, Doodles, Big Moose, Fucking Frog, Bruggs, Vladimir Pigeon, James, Lily Moosai, Kenny, General, BB Phil, and John. But that's not all. As always, we have a super thanks from the lovely Lily, who is also a Pay Pig. This is a long one, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me for a second, alright? Okay, Lily Moosai with the $10. Jeez, you type so much, Lily. You got to calm down. Kiwi fruit emoji. Alright, this is our last time in 2 a.m. for now. I woke up this morning to find out that we had been moved to right after Rewind at 12 because the shows are going back to 2 hours. It's a bittersweet thing, honestly, because that time slot works great for us, and obviously, like, Rewind and our fans are very similar, but not at the expense of, like, you know, Test having to go after us, and, like, now, you know, Grim has to adapt and all that, and we are going to do everything we can to kind of help them out. And it's like they said at the end of their show, man. It's like that. We're an alliance. We might get mad at each other sometimes for some dumb stuff. Sometimes there's going to be a Rastov putting up a poll that we just have to kind of deal with. Because sometimes I don't think about that stuff. Because I'm a dum-dum. But one thing is, the end of the night is always gonna rock together. So what that might mean for you going forward after Fat Camp, if we haven't been axed, all right? If we haven't been axed at the end of Fat Camp and we're still at the 12 o'clock, you might see more gaming streams after test. You know, we might figure something out. Stay tuned. Things are going to be fantastic. And what is this? Oh, what is this? What do I have? Oh, is that the new Lolcow Aussie link for our affiliates for the cards? I think it is. Oh my lord. We now have one for the show, which means if you buy yourself some Lolcow Aussie or even Lolcow trading cards, Twiggy gets half, Rastov gets half of whatever the split may be. So you go get yourself some cards. When we get in with Twiggy, I'm going to bring up the St. Patrick's Day. You could get yourself a nice golden coin. That shit looking nice like a snack. All right, but let's go see Twiggy. Which room is he in? He's in here. All right, let's go get my boy Twiggy. My boy Twiggy. All right.
Yeah.
How you going, buddy?
I need a nap.
You need a nap? Dude, I just got through a massive, crying session, bro. I don't know if you saw.
I don't cry.
I do.
Why were you crying, Rastov?
Well, the song that I generated through AI is called Goodbye 2 a.m. You can kind of imagine what it was about. It was still a bit raw.
Daylight savings?
No, it was our time slot, bro. We've been moved to
that
12.
makes sense.
Oh, CJ with another 5 gifted. Holy crap, dude. Are we at 15
Wait
already?
a second.
Bro,
When were we moved?
do you actually not know that we've been moved? Starting from tomorrow, the shows go back to being 2 hours long, okay? And so Madhouse is going up between Cafe and Nerd. Not that anyone watches that shit. But now that means we're going after Rewind, and then Test is going after us. So our new time slot is 12 to 2.
But what about Grim Sleep?
That's why he was saying that he was going to adjust and do what he could to make the show successful, because they're now at 2 a.m.
I just thought he was saying he was going to adjust and do whatever they can do to make the show successful, just in general.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a change.
Are you fucking with me? Have you literally been asleep all day?
I've been living under a rock. I've been packing,
you know what?
getting things together, trying to spend what little time I had with my wife today, which wasn't much because our baby niece swallowed part of a book. I still don't know what that means, and she had to be taken to the ER, so my wife had to babysit. I genuinely do not know what that means.
What part?
Maybe it was one. I don't know. I've tried to speculate, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then I had to decide which outfits I want to bring to Fat Camp. I have shorts. I own shorts, but I don't wear shorts in public. But this is Texas we're talking about. I might have to wear shorts in public. This isn't a good look for me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, you know what is a good look? Nope, that's the wrong fucking button. This one. The Lolcow Trading Card Game St. Patrick's Day Bundle.
Yeah.
Get yourself a crown bundle today, or any other bundle or any other single card with the link right below shop.lolcowtcg.com/Aussie. Or if you still want to use our fucking individual ones, you can. Those are still up, still available to use. But if you want to support us both with the kickback, it's a 50-50 split.
Everybody who's making fun of my legs in the chat, you better get a crown bundle.
True.
They were making fun of my hairline yesterday. Why does the chat bully me, Rastov? What have I done to anybody?
It might be... Fish Tacos tonight said, I love Twiggy's card.
It's not my card. Why am I being bullied?
You're not being bullied. Xylee is being bullied.
I am, buddy, that card looks nothing like me.
I know.
I don't like this universe sometimes. Sometimes they're mean to me. Billy the Fridge. Billy
Hello,
the
Billy.
motherfucking Fridge.
Hey, I saw you were promoting the new cards.
Yeah.
They could use code REWIND at checkout for 10% off.
Did you guys
What a
get a
deal.
checkout code as well?
What a deal! That's what Tuffy said tonight.
Up until this
What
point,
a
I'm pretty sure
deal.
only Lolcow Live was the one that had one, so that's really awesome.
Tuffy said use code REWIND at checkout.
Code rewind at checkout. No
Got
way.
a deal. Let me know if it
10%
works,
off.
guys. I don't know if it'll work.
10% off is
10%
good.
off code REWIND at checkout. Let's go.
Billy, I'm so excited to meet you at Fat Camp.
I got bad news.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going.
That's a lie, Becky.
Okay, maybe I'm going.
There's a part
You
of me
gotta
that
go.
thinks she's still just going to somehow show up, try to make it about her, and everyone's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Hopefully.
We need to bring we need to make sure there's a pressure washer, like, on the premises. That way if Becky does show up, we can just pressure wash her.
Or just paintball her.
Under pressure.
Dum 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 bada bum bum. Bum 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 bada bum bum. Bum 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 bada bum bum. Bum 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 bada bum bum. Bow 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 bow. It's too early in the stream to get into this.
Sick
Billy.
riffs, Twiggy. You guys have a good show. I just want to tell everybody, try code REWIND at checkout. I'm told it works for 10% off. If it doesn't work, I don't know what to say.
Then use
I haven't used
Lolcow
it
Live.
Have a good night.
Bye! Imagine if he didn't leave. He said bye and just stayed.
Just like awkwardly, just looking around. That would be humorous. Huge ass for $5. Billy gonna pet that dog.
He gonna pet that dog.
Tina take an angel. Dog emoji.
He gonna pet that dog.
Ladies and gentlemen. I don't have anything to say after that.
I might be hosting Queens on Friday.
I thought it was Thursday.
In the DM he sent me, he said Friday, because I think he still wants Savage to do tomorrow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Why do you keep doing the fwishy fwish?
Because I'm just in that kind of mood. Twiggy, how are you leaving your disabled, legless wife to take care of your home and 6 cats while you go have fun at Fat Camp? That's death spousal abuse. Oh well. Once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. Am I right?
You know what? I won't ban you.
What?
But I will time you out for fucking 24 hours for spamming the same fucking message over and over again.
Wow. I only saw it once.
Nope, it was there fucking 4 times in a row.
Wow. Wow. What a dingus. Gina said Twiggy's renouncing his vows. Oh well. Yeah, in quotations. Yeah, I know, Waffles. I know Keem thought the Xylee card was me. He was just saying that to troll me. He didn't actually think that.
No, he was saying that to troll Xylee.
Mm-hmm. Also, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, I hate when there's news. What is it?
Which part?
Just what's the news?
No, good news or bad news?
Just you pick.
No, you gotta choose one. No, you stop being
Fine.
indecisive.
The
you
bad
cuck.
news.
Alright, the bad news is I'm not saying you have to end the stream early tonight, but what I am saying is I might have to hop off a little earlier tonight.
How
I'm
long-
sure you'll find a
How long?
I can be here for like 2 hours.
I was actually going to say 2 hours would be the perfect time for tonight as well.
Because I gotta get some sleep. My clothes need to be put in the dryer. I can't run the dryer and
You do
stream.
what you got to do, bro.
Twiggy, your co-host, is coming with me on Friday. Sorry, and that's from the one and only neighbor Tina D. For
I'm
$5. We love
super
you, Tina.
excited to actually work with Tina and like do a show. I just hope that like I can live up to the standard. That's all. But it's incredibly like flattering.
Also, what's this about certain tards saying that you take advantage of drunk people, Rastov?
So apparently they've never met Bruggs before, right?
Apparently so.
And apparently we do so much e-begging. Well, no, they said me specifically because apparently no one fucking remembers that you're on this goddamn channel.
Nobody wants to mess with me, Rastov. I've proven myself time and time and time and
The
time
same
again.
fucking person pussed out on Rewind after jumping up to fucking stir some shit, got called out for flipping off Billy after they got kicked. And then was like, I didn't do it. So they watched the clip and they were like, I'm so sorry. Go fuck yourself.
Preposterous. Am I right, chat?
So this is what we're doing, all right? All right. Us and Test. Scorched earth, man. Fucking Pharaoh's the only one that's going to be left on that show. All right? It's going to happen. Fuck it.
What about Eric?
Hmm.
Wow. This is a side of Rastov I've never seen before.
I'm not thinking about anyone else but Pharaoh right now. It's justice for
I
Pharaoh.
love it.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm on Team Pharaoh as well.
bro, it was his day to host, right? He couldn't even get that. I don't give a shit if Boogie said do X, Y, and Z, man. Like, I don't care. It's his day to host. Now, you know what? Test, they fucking covered it the best, all right? And that rhymes because of the times in your minds. Like mimes. So go
It's
watch
like
Test
poetry.
if you didn't get it. If you don't know what happened, go listen to Test because they summed it up really well.
But what if people want to know what happened, like, right now, though?
What do you
Like,
mean
we're
right
talking
now?
about it. Like, what if they want to know what we're talking about and they don't know what
Well,
we're...
basically at the end of... Well, I mean, if they want to know about the Pharaoh stuff, because they actually had Pharaoh on, so it's...
Oh.
Yeah. But to do with us, at the end of the nerd episode, they got caught... I got caught... Again, I got called out. I got called out. For not... Well, for e-begging and taking advantage of poor drunk Bruggs.
How dare you?
Who literally started off the whole thing by, like, to help us, and he did get a little bit sourced, but we talked yesterday when he was drunk, talked when he was drunk this morning. You know, I apologized to him if he felt like I'd taken advantage of him, and he said, no, you didn't. Like, he said, I'm a man, I own my decisions, and, like, I'd have done it if I wasn't drunk.
And we played Bangle.
Bandle.
Or Bangle. It's a whole different thing me and him play together.
Yeah, it just annoys me because it's like one of the fucking biggest e-beggars in the fucking universe is sitting there trying to like throw shade about being an e-beggar, and it's like, dude, literally everything that comes out of your mouth is X for donations, X for members, X for blah blah blah. Like, bro, meh.
Half of the ammo I want to use, I can't even use off limits. But
Now my theory
just know
is that Bruggs is a pay pig, and she would really love to have him as their pay pig. Well, guess what? He's free to fucking do what he wants. He's a man. He can do it if he wants to. We still love him regardless.
he's already going to Rewind. Good luck, Zay Zooted. Good luck.
Well,
Poaching
Nightmare
him from Rewind.
Nightmare has coined her dog water now.
Dog water.
Dog water, yeah.
Is there an origin story for this name?
Well, you know the whole like hot dog water. He said there's nothing
Yeah,
hot
it was
about
Velma's.
It,
It was
dog
Velma's
water.
crush in Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Her name was Hot Dog Water because she smelled like you'll never guess, guys. Hot dog water.
Yep, dog water. So the thing is, Nerd cannot succeed while there's that much infighting because it's past the point of being entertaining. It's boring.
Which is why I took over. But I've been so busy with Fat Camp that
I know. Shifty said, Briggs don't sit in no cuck chair. Hey, look, he's got two of them. We found that out. He's got two cuck couches because he's a boss. But yeah, like, Bruggs is the man. We love him. We've
The
always
man.
loved him. Yeah. Do you have any
There's so many
thoughts?
good memes from yesterday already. Though.
Dude, that is the one thing I will say is that Bruggs had some fucking banger memes yesterday, dude. Some banger memes. And
Banger.
the biggest
Absolute.
the biggest criticism I got is when we were ending the show and he donated the 50 to come back on and carry the show on. I was sort of like, I don't want to scam you because you just did 50 fucking members, but at the same time, bro, half the reason you got unbanned was because we said you weren't getting wasted on streams anymore. So I was like, oh. But I don't know who kicked him out when we were playing Bandle. Someone kicked him out apparently. And he thought it was me. But it wasn't me. I was playing the game.
We would have seen you do it on stream. I think. I don't know. I don't know what's
But Brooks
going
knows
on
he
half the
could come
time
up at any
anymore.
point. We'll have a chat with him if he wants to. But he's happy. He's a mod in our chat. Like, good luck.
He is, as of now.
But you want to know my honest opinion is I think everyone is literally too scared to try take a pot shot at you, but they think it's easier to take a pot shot at me.
Oh, how I've worked hard for this.
You know, it would be nice is if you took some pot shots back.
You gotta play the long game sometimes.
That's up to you, though. I'm not saying
You can either have people. You can have people give you like a little emotional response here or there, right, for little digs you take at them, or you can just rip out everything they love right out from under them by playing the long game.
So what are we ripping out? And
The show, obviously.
okay, that's
And
a
giving it to
team
Pharaoh.
effort. That's a team effort,
Mhm.
all right. But
Mhm.
but Pharaoh does need to kind of. You got to fight. You got to fight for it, right? Because he's our beachhead, right? That
Mhm.
doesn't mean something different in America.
I don't know what that means.
Beachhead. Never mind. That's a dumb joke.
You've lost me.
Did you say lost?
I'm not gonna get to watch Lost before Fat Camp.
Oh no! You could watch Lost at Fat Camp.
I'd have to figure out. I only watch it with my wife. It's our thing. Rest off.
Oh. Well, this just got
Also,
depressing.
I'm gonna play the Lost video game on the gaming channel when I get back from Fat Camp.
There's not a video game.
Oh, there's a video game. It's called Lost Weirdamus, which is Latin for the way home. Doug Savannah for $2 Canadian. Bruggs banned me last night for nothing. LOL. He said it was a misclick. Yes, there is a Lost video game. Gosh, you guys know nothing.
It must have been so
I just baby
popular.
barfed.
Dude.
It's actually pretty good. You got to explore the whole island, the hatch, every...
Are you okay?
I made some macaroni and cheese and mixed some hot sauce in it, but I accidentally used too much butter, so it's very buttery. And the butter and the hot sauce, they're kind of like having a war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are
But I'm
also
okay.
well. You know what though? With this whole
What,
war
though?
thing,
Uh-huh.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Believe it or not, Rastov, you may not be able to tell, right? But I'm infuriated. I am.
I wish I could tell.
I'm angry. But I'm not sure what I want to do about it yet.
Do you like Pharaoh?
I love Pharaoh. I think Pharaoh's got a lot of potential, but every time he has the chance to show it, he gets stomped on. Every single time.
Every single time.
Every time. And also, I just think it's kind of funny how we've got Zay sitting here holding the show captive, right? Because everybody knows that if she leaves, all of the pay pigs are leaving with her. She brought her simps with her.
She has
and the
positioned
crowd.
herself, all right, but guess what? There's more pay pigs and more crowns out there. Or the show just gets nixed. Like, if Becky has shown us anything, it doesn't matter how fucking successful you are. If you get too big for your boots, man, they will just say bye.
I mean, she just has that show. Well, she thinks she has it by the balls, but I don't think she realizes that Keem will not care about that,
No.
right? So what? You got a few pay pigs and crowns, right? We were on the chopping block with pay pigs and crowns. It doesn't matter. All right, he can bring in somebody else or let somebody else show their full potential, and then people will like that person. They'll relate to that person. They'll find that person entertaining, or they'll hate their guts. But regardless, if they're
Or he'll
emotionally
just
invested, they're gonna pay.
make a new show. Like
Or-
he'll just
yeah.
rebrand it as something else. Or you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm. Also, Jeffy wants to take over nerds. We want to go to war with nerds. I've already taken over nerds, right? And it seems that our alliance has a little bit of a vacuum. There's something missing, and it's just sucking all the fun out of everything. We need somebody else on the alliance. Testa's going to be great, right? But if
Yeah.
Jeffy wants to take over nerds, and we're already buddy with Tech Protect, his handler, right?
we do love ourselves some Tick Protect.
Why not? Speaking
Speak of the devil.
of the devil, Jeffy,
Jeffy.
how would you feel about starting an alliance?
I don't know what that means, but I'm listening. You have
Would
my
you
All
like
right.
to
attention.
crush
You have
nerds?
So, you
Yeah,
want to
makes
take
sense.
over nerds, right?
It's not that I want to take over nerds. I just think I could do it really, really good, and you could do it really. I mean, because the idea of the Lolcow universe being into gaming, geek movies,
Mhm.
comic books. I mean, baby, that's my wheelhouse. You know,
I
love
agree.
that shit. I love that shit, and I'm staggered that that's the show. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, nerds is terrible." I'm like, how is a show about all the great things in life terrible?
It should be
don't
one of the
understand.
best shows. It should be, I mean, if you're able to show how passionate about something you are, right?
Yeah.
Other people are going to be passionate about that. Nerds should have one of the most loyal fan bases. It should have the
Right.
most loyal and supportive following, yet it's on the verge of crumbling every single day.
And I
So,
can see
Jeffy,
you,
what if
you
I
tried to
told
help
you-
Pharaoh today. You tried to help Pharaoh
Well,
when he came on.
you know,
by
it's
like,
really-
forged
you
in
know,
fire.
Yeah, well, I did actually try to help him, but I didn't. I came on because I was asked to come on, and then I was like, okay, I'll take off. And whatever, Zuzu's Petals, whatever her
Nightmare
name is.
Calls
We call her
Dog
dog
water.
water.
Okay, well, she's like, no, the views are going up. Don't go anywhere. So I said, okay, I'll just let me know, because I never like. In fact, I was having this in the background when I was playing a game, and I'm like, I never want to go on people's shows unless they like summon me. And you guys were talking about me, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's okay, because I don't want to just be
It was
this like.
perfect.
You
right.
have a pass
So-
to jump on our show at any point, by the way. We
Yeah,
just love
that's
hanging out with you.
okay, and I appreciate that, but I'm still. But I think but I mean, I think nerds could be great. I don't particularly like Pharaoh as a human, but he doesn't like me either. I see his fan base in the Discord right now. And the one thing I haven't really understood about this universe yet and the fan base is it does seem like a lot of fan bases don't seem as like there's a cohesiveness to a lot of fan bases, but there's a lot of different types of people that I'm starting to realize. Like these guys tonight, like I made fun of the Yu-Gi-Oh creator who died saving a family. And it was a total fucking joke, right? It was intentionally meant to be stupid and obnoxious and like
Yeah.
but to read the Discord, there's some guys over there that actually think I'm like
Pissing on his grave sort of thing, right?
I think what I said was something like, if I had a time machine, I was like, Yu-Gi-Oh is so stupid that if I had a time machine, I'd go back and I'd kill the guy instead of him accidentally dying. Something stupid like that. And they're like, that breaks terms of service. You're threatening someone. Yes, they're dead, of course, so you can't kill them, but it officially hits the legally. I'm like, dude, people are just fucking around, man. But the thing I have learned, because it's only in the last couple of years I've gotten to know autistic people in my life. There's
a lot of them here, buddy.
That's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying
That's not a bad thing.
there is no, not at all. But there is something about sarcasm and jokingness that sometimes it's not clear. And to read their Discord comments, I'm just like, come on, you guys. Do you really think that I don't have respect for any other human, let alone a guy who has brought a lot of joy to people. But clearly the guy meant something to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh was being a dick. So I was just like, I was being a dick back. And so I said that, and I asked Pharaoh, I said, how did he, get the option to host the show? And I was asking, did Keemstar have like a Make-A-Wish thing or something? And that was sort of what he
God damn.
And then they're just like, you're making fun of people with cancer. Shut up. Shut up. It's fucking funny. At least it is to me. Do you really think I'm making fun of people with cancer?
Someone
you
called
idiots?
Glammy at one point a rescue human. Like,
yeah.
it's just a joke.
It's just like, shut up. Let me ask you guys this. Why are they such like, again, I'm not saying this in a negative way. If it is autism and they really, the social cues
It's not autism.
Okay, so if it's not autism, then what the fuck is it? Because the autism thing I understand.
A lot of people will gravitate towards a host that they relate to, right?
Okay.
So if like, for example, the people who I guess gravitate towards me, they're a little, messed up when it comes to their sense of humor, right? Nothing really bothers these people, right? Great group of people. But then you've got other hosts who are a little more sensitive, a little more I'd use the word soy because it pisses people off, right?
I mean, that's the funny thing is I'm super progressive. I'm super fucking soy. And even with all that, I'm like, guys, these are jokes. And they're crass, and they're meant to be crass, and they're meant to be stupid. And then they're like, he's trying to be an edgelord. I'm like, dude, I am 53. I've raised 2 kids. I've run businesses. I've had hits and failures. I got 30 more years if I'm lucky on the planet. What value is it for a 53-year-old man to be an edgelord? I just genuinely think it's funny. I'm an honest broker.
Comedy is a crime. And silence is violence.
That's right.
There's no winning here, brother.
I guess there's not. I'm starting to learn that.
But that's the best way to live.
But
you
for
don't have to
everyone
win.
that like hates what you say, there's another like person that loves what you say, right? So it's like,
yeah, no, I know, but and again, I am sensitive. Like I said, I'm very soy. I want people to enjoy what we do, and if they don't, I'd just prefer they'd say nothing. And they're really mean about it. But I'm not going to get, I'm not going to be pushed around if you're being a dick to me, and Pharaoh was being a dick to me. I'm like, dude, I didn't ask to come on the show. Like, please, can I come on Nerds? Can I please interrupt my brilliant genius video I made about Becky today, my political ad that's up on our channel right now about Becky right now? Let me stop doing that so I can come on and help you count Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you fuck. I'm like, they asked me to come on. I came on. I don't give a fuck. And I asked her, do you want me to leave? And then the redhead, who seemed like she was hosting the show, said, no, stay. I'm like, okay.
Well, they've got a lot of infighting going on there, so it's not a show, and they're not co-hosts. They're 4 separate hosts running 4 separate shows.
Do you know what my favorite part about it is, Rastov and Jeffy? Last week, they were talking about how they've been talking a lot behind the scenes, and they all just feel like they've developed this friendship, like they're this friend group.
Well, then go hang out at the goddamn mall or something. Nobody gives a shit. That's what Pharaoh said to me. He goes, but I'm having fun. I'm like, who gives a shit if you're having fun? You're working. You're entertaining. Is the audience having fun? That's the important part.
We take advantage of drunk people over here, so maybe we're not the, best people to have a moral standing.
Fuck them alkies. Am I right, boys?
Hell yeah. Get that money.
I hate to say it, because I keep hitting the generation thing, but they keep calling me old, so maybe I have a viable point here. But I was reading this screenwriting instructor on Twitter today. Guy's written a bunch of horror movies. And
that's the problem. You use Twitter, Jeffy.
Yeah. But listen to this. And he said he's teaching a class, and a student, she raises her hand, college age, and says, I feel like you're just talking at me. And he's like, it's a lecture in a lecture hall. I'm the teacher. Of course I'm talking at you. This is not a conversation. It's just, I don't get him.
I think
I don't get 'em.
there's so many parts of the world that are shit at the moment. People cannot figure out who to be angry at, so they literally just pick the closest thing, and they're like, "I'm going to be angry at this today," and then they forget about it, and they're going to be angry at the next thing. So like they'll be angry at you today, but then Twiggy will say something, and then they'll hate Twiggy, and then you'll say something funny, and they'll be like, "Jeffy's the man," and it'll just carry
Is there
on like that
anybody
until they die
here
from
that
a
is
heart attack.
universally loved by the audience? Like does the
Billy.
community? Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy's a good dude. Billy.
He might be the only one.
Rastov until what do you think the point was where, there started to be a little bit of polarity there?
I think when he realized and he came out as Chunky Jesus.
Yes, it's
I'm
chunky. Stop
also
calling me Chubby
universally
Jesus, you
loved.
fucks.
Even the
Chunky
people who
Jesus.
hate me love me.
Yeah,
No, they're scared of you.
absolutely. Hey, it's William the refrigerator.
Hey guys, I heard you talking about anyone who was universally loved around here.
Yeah,
But I felt kind of like you were talking. You were talking at me.
I know. I was. I'm so sorry. I should have just somehow intuited that you were listening. That was so not respectful of me. I'm sorry. Let me snap it away instead of clapping so you're not offended.
Thank you. The rest of the audience also feels like you're talking at them.
I know. Isn't it weird?
There's 444 people right here right now, and we all
Yeah,
feel
I
like you're
know.
talking at us.
Mhm.
Could you please include us in the conversation?
Could you show me how that's done?
I guess we have to super chat you. Everybody, send in $20 to be part of the conversation,
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
This is the show
Fuck.
for e-bigging, after all.
but only if you're drunk.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you're a crown
Uh,
and you want to jump ship,
Rastov, a little
There you go.
update. Maddie W. Her pee still burns, and we tried
Well,
to
I
give
thought we
advice, but
fixed
we
that.
gave it. No, we gave advice because regardless of the name, apparently we both gave advice that would work with an Audi, and Maddie in the chat said she has an innie.
right?
So
You mean a penis vagina?
Yeah.
Okay. I only asked because I've had my pee burn before, and the doctor. I went to the ER, and I was like, okay, I don't think you're talking about belly buttons. Okay, I understand. It's sinful to say penis vagina, correct, Twiggy?
Well, he can't look at and or touch them. What do you think about Bunny?
She was great.
She's cool.
I liked her. And then I started hearing some people telling me stories about some of the content she's made in the past. And I was like, oh my God, I got to ask her. And they're like, don't ask her about that because that went really bad for her. But I'm like, can I say? I don't care. I
I
do.
think you should
I
say
liked her.
it's.
I liked her though. She was great. She was really a great person to talk to about this stuff. She seemed very open-minded, very fun. And who doesn't love clowns?
You've got something in common as well, which I don't know if Tech Protect told you, but you both love Xylee.
I don't dislove Xylee. Xylee is,
No, you love
we
her.
got off to a rocky start, but I do have a newfound respect for her now that I'm getting to know her a little bit more. She seems like I like her energy, is what I would say. Like she has a real sense of, she's a main character in the world. If we are in a simulation, she's not one of the NPCs playing a role. She's actually here, which I think is great. You don't run across a lot of people like that. Speaking of NPCs, Tech, what's up?
Hey, don't you have a show in like 8 hours?
Yeah, I do, and that's why I know. But I'm awake right now.
How many memberships to kick Jaffe off the show?
No, let me
It's
tell you
8
something.
hours away.
50.
Yeah, I haven't planned it. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Unlike my friend Pharaoh, I plan my shows.
God, that guy
I
hates
spend all day planning my shows. I read articles. I come up with angles for stories. Just like you guys do. Wink.
Well, we got people
and
that do that, and then we just kind of show up.
No,
They are wonderful
I
people.
do it. Yeah, I know the docket team's great, but you gotta, I can't do it like that. I can't talk like that. I have to know what I'm talking about. I'm not good at improv like you guys are.
we never know what we're talking about.
Do you really not?
No, I think I have gingivitis right now.
We
I don't
kind of
think
wing it
gingivitis
like
comes-
85% of the time.
So what do you have tonight?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the docket yet.
You show up and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about?
Can you believe that?
Not really. You guys are
You guys are
awesome. That's-
sick.
We
That's
do a lot
fucking
of we do a lot of outside of so like spend a lot of time in the docket chat talking about segments and what we want to have in the segments,
Yeah.
but we also like to be surprised so that it's genuine
That's cool.
reactions.
That's cool. That's cool. I get it.
It hasn't burned us just yet, but I feel like one day it will.
Billy, why do you think you are so liked?
I'm a sociopath manipulator.
No.
who
Let's
understands
be
human beings.
okay, but let's be more specific.
Yeah, I understand.
Like consciously, what are you doing? What are the conscious choices you're making in your brain when you go on the mic that ultimately yields the result of you being the most liked person here?
I'm very clever, quick, funny, and I care about the audience as a whole. Like I'm delivering to them, right? Like I'm here serving them. I'm not serving my ego. I'm not serving my what I want. I'm reading the room and I'm trying to give them what I think I'm fully capable of giving them, right? I've been doing this for 2 decades, in more than 2 decades in some capacity, maybe my whole life if you think about it.
I'm thinking about it, but it doesn't make any sense.
I always wanted to be an entertainer. When I was a
4?
little, when I was 5 years old, I made my little cousin laugh until he peed himself, and I was like, I like this. I want.
Now that's content. Now that's a member bonus goal.
Yeah, he might have
okay.
been. He maybe was going to pee himself anyways. I don't know.
Yeah,
He was
but
a
you
little
take
kid.
the win, baby. Take the win.
Yeah, that's my W.
But listen though, so in that, what about, because the one thing I do not do well is, like, I love the idea of being there for the audience, but only the audience members that I like.
Yeah,
Because there's some of them that I can't fucking stand. Do you just roll with it and pretend you like everyone?
I specifically care more about the ones that are a problem, the ones that dislike me.
Why?
I focus on them and I turn them into content, and I either run them off or turn them into true believers.
Got it.
So it's a challenge
True
for me.
believers. B-I-L-L.
True believers. I wouldn't say that, but you did, so I'll
But
copyright it.
let's take this guy in the chat, like these people with the PDF file bullshit.
Yeah,
What?
It's like what I can't get my head around with these people is, even though I appreciate that they don't appreciate the jokes, no one is actually, it's like they can't see beyond that. They can't go, like Louis C.K., who I know is problematic for a lot of people, was on SNL, and I still have problems enjoying him because I know he did some really rotten things as a human.
He just
right?
jerked off in front of people.
I know, but there's
were
a power
consenting.
imbalance.
We've all do that.
Well,
We've all done that.
What
It's
is a
hard-
power imbalance, Jeffy?
Okay, so let's say you're a Keemstar. Okay, and you basically ask someone to do something and they're not really comfortable doing it, but they need the job or they need to stay in his good graces. That's a power imbalance, right? So if you're Louis C.K. and you're touring with 2 women that basically are barely known and this is their shot, and suddenly he's like, hey, can I jerk off into this plant? Why into, I don't know, maybe that's, can I do this? And they're like, well, if I say no, I might not get asked back on the tour. So yeah, go ahead.
What you're describing just sounds like life to me, Jeffy.
It just sounds like your marriage. I understand. Yeah, I understand. But my point though about the PDF thing is it's like, but what he said was, he says, if you, and I thought this was hilarious. He said something along the lines, and I'm going to paraphrase, but he's like, if you are one of those people that do that, he's like, my God, yes, it's horrible. Yes, it's the worst thing in the world. It's just disgusting. He's like, but my God, they must really like it to risk all that they risk, And I'm like, it's a horrible joke, but it's funny. Why can't we appreciate both things? Why can't we say, of course it's terrible. Of course it's offensive. Of course we don't want anyone to actually get hurt. And that's a pretty funny line. Like, why are some of these people so fucking sensitive about this?
some
It's like,
people's capacity for anger is far higher than their capacity for humor.
I think I figured out why I like Jeffy so much. He
Why?
reminds me. You remind me exactly of my dad before he died. Just your
maybe he
humor
didn't-
and
maybe-
everything. So.
Your dad was a sick fucker, Rastov.
Bro, he was, and he was a cop too. Makes it better. But he was
Oh,
nice.
so he
Sarah-
knew all about power imbalances.
but look at Sarah in the chat. Sarah says, Jaffe makes excuses for pedos. No, I don't. I think if someone is that, they need to be taken off the streets. I think they need to
What
be
about
kept
taken
away.
off of the earth? Because that's where I stand.
Well, I have compassion for people, and I usually
don't.
know. Well, usually, if you are that, it means you've suffered terrible abuse as a child yourself. And so,
Yeah,
while
but now you're contributing to the cycle.
absolutely, which is why I said get them out of society, get them away from children. But at the same time, I can still have compassion and go, man, that must be what a horrific experience to become what you are because of what you went through. And at the same time, go get the fuck away from children.
But then we have to pay for it with our taxes and all of
Well,
that.
you pay for a lot of bullshit with your taxes.
We do. But what's getting rid of one more thing, right?
Okay, fair. But the point is, though, Sarah saying, where have I ever defended such nonsense? And yet, she'll type that like it's nothing. And that bothers me. Should I just ignore it, Billy?
I mean, if you ignore it, ignore it. If you don't ignore it, make it, own it, right? Make it part of your shtick, part of your content. Make sure what you're delivering ends with you winning.
I get that. Yeah, V says that it wasn't funny. The joke didn't land. Yeah, I know. Not everything's going to land, folks. But that doesn't mean I platform and support these people. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But yes, it was a bad joke. It didn't work. Sorry. Billy ever told a joke that didn't connect?
One time, 1994.
Yeah. And that kid was a fucking idiot. He peed himself. He's 4. What the fuck did he know? Idiot.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
Yeah. Anyway.
But you have to keep going, right? You can't let the commentary hold you back or else they are right.
I know. I just want to please everybody,
I get it. Like, I feel that way.
The best way to please everybody is to just know what you're doing and keep going forward. The people that hate, let them hate. They'll catch up. Like, you have to keep going, right?
Yeah,
you have to keep doing what you do.
You gotta just keep swimming.
Well, it's very similar to love, right? You can't please everyone unless you please yourself. So,
you're talking about masturbating in front of people?
No. You know the saying, like you can't love, like someone can't love you unless you love yourself. It's the same principle.
I think we were just told
someone's been to therapy. Someone's been to therapy
many times.
Listen to this though. This is a great question. How do you differentiate someone hating in the chat for fun versus someone who's actually offended? I have no idea.
We don't. I treat them all like they're jokes.
I get one guide all the fucking time, and then they'll be like, "I was just kidding." I'm like, "Bro, you could have fooled me."
No.
People who are actually offended usually disappear. Usually stop watching.
Good.
People who aren't actually offended usually stick around to say they're offended, and they keep it going.
You want the people who are offended to be weaved out anyway, because they're not contributing anything.
When somebody tells me they're offended, I tell them I don't believe you. If you're really offended, prove it to me.
Why are you offended?
You would go away, or you would stop me by any means necessary. And I mean any means. I mean sick in the head stuff against TOS. And we're not playing Minecraft. You would, right? Or you would go away.
If
you wouldn't
I was
just sit here and watch me offend you.
Oh, I wouldn't
just
sit here, but I wouldn't. But I wouldn't go after someone in real life. I just go, I'm going to stop watching them.
Also,
Tina
a lot of
she's
people
offended. Well, I'm going to pet that dog, Tina.
A lot of people like to be offended. It can become a whole personality to be offended. And who's going to be more outspoken about it than like a keyboard warrior?
Well, there's a lot of power in being offended now because people
Lara
feel bad that they hurt feelings.
Saying, Jeffy, just take the lesson that this community isn't open to certain types of content/jokes. Don't take it personal. Move on and take the lesson with you. This is how we grow as humans.
I don't know what the lesson to take would be. Basically, take things that I don't enjoy, that I enjoy and think are funny, and don't say them.
Well, it's you made a joke about this. You just maybe avoid that joke again and just make a different joke next time.
Or you double down and go harder until they realize that it's a joke.
I knew
that you're not serious.
I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Because frankly,
you just have to go bigger and badder and make them think, oh, I was dumb for ever believing he was real about it. Because this is obviously so huge and so crazy.
It's so stupid.
This can't be real.
It's so dumb. I mean, if I actually had a PDF file on my show, he would have been the stupidest PDF file on the planet.
Somebody once... Oh, yeah.
I mean, hi, I'm here to announce my intentions with... I mean, what?
Well, overall...
I think it is kind of like very, very dumb to like even pretend make jokes about being a creep.
So what?
But I mean, it's one's
But so-
prerogative, I guess.
But what's wrong with being dumb? Why is everybody?
Well, no,
so
there
fucking-
isn't. It can be entertaining, but what I'm saying though is like, why would somebody even risk adding that to their reputation, right?
The one problem is there often are people like that lurking around in YouTube communities, and people are not happy with allowing that
We
to
had
grow in a
one
community.
on our Discord, and the minute we found out, he was kicked and banned, and we haven't spoken to him since. And that's exactly how it should be. But I don't know. I think people. I don't know. Maybe there's an authority complex. I don't like people telling me what.
Do you know who Mr. Girl is?
No.
There's
All right,
a
well,
hater
he's-
in the chat right now, Lolcow Kings. He hates on me all the time, but he's so like fucking stupid and pathetic, and he sucks so bad at it that I call him out all the time just to let him know how terrible he is, and then I forget he exists until I see him commenting again in the future. And I'm like, oh, this guy really sucks at what he does. And then I'll tell him how terrible and horrible and beneath me he is, and how he's lucky he gets to watch me. And if he really had a problem with me, he would probably fucking go away, but he can't do it. He's got to say it.
He wants
Exactly.
to be you. He wants
But he
to
loves
be that
us.
guy.
He just doesn't like you. He's the one.
Well, yeah, but you guys are me. We're the same.
Tech Protect says 200 members donated, and I take Jeffy to Epstein's Island. Right now, of course it's tasteless. But God, aren't you tired of being so fucking boxed up? Nobody agrees with Jeffrey Epstein. It's a joke, man.
I mean, the people who used this island did.
And the people who put him into position to get that island probably liked working with him too.
I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty nice island. I mean, I've heard.
I mean, have you seen the
Membership's
videos
canceled.
of it?
Billy, I've seen the island in person. I was on the island next
St.
door.
James?
I haven't been there, but I've been to an island neighboring it that you can see it.
Epstein gets a lot of
I had a
hate.
zoom lens.
Laura is okay. You don't get to decide. She says SA of children is never funny. Yes, it is. Not in real life. No, you guys are nuts. No one is saying the actual act. It is tragic. It is murder. It is not only illegal, it is shameful, it is immoral, and if there was a hell, that would be a one-way ticket. But can there be jokes that are funny about it? Yes, there can.
And I don't think there
can.
I don't think that jokes have to be funny either, right? Like just because you told the joke doesn't mean it's funny. Like you can tell bad jokes, unfunny jokes. You can fail at telling jokes.
But I will tell you this, and this maybe, yes, please clip that, Bruggs. Clip it. Clip it all day long. I may not fit in this universe, and I'm okay with that. But you have to understand, as off-putting as it is to me, or to you, for me to say jokes like that, to me, what's more off-putting is how sensitive and how unwilling you guys are to allow multiple thoughts to live in your brain. Of course, it's horrible. Of course, it's terrible.
Off-putting. You say off-putting, Jeffy. Is that what Bill Cosby puts the pills in the Jello pudding and turns the kids' brains off before he goes to all the things the kids say? Yeah. There's a kid rape joke. I'm so funny.
Right. It's dark humor, like Holly Dolly says. And I'm not trying to make it 4chan, Lolcow Kings. I hate 4chan. I hate all of that shit. I am genuinely a progressive person, but I'm progressive enough to appreciate the fact that some things can be funny while also being, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. But stop acting like, oh my God, you crossed some line. The line has been crossed. What will become of us?
I mean, I used to work with somebody that would make those kind of jokes, and it was specifically because it had happened to them when they were a kid, and that was how they dealt with it, by turning a fucking pain into, you know what I mean? Fair. Like,
I don't think those jokes are great to make, but I
don't make them. I don't think they are either, but that's not what we're debating. She's saying that you can never make them.
Yeah, no, well, like, most people can never make them, honestly. Most people suck at them. Most people are not really good at pulling them off. No. I think you should be able to try to joke about anything, but you should know when and where these jokes should be made, right? And it is what it is. Like, you have to just move forward. Like, you have to, or you have to get canceled. Like, you can get fired from any job. You can get fired from doing a show.
Hey, absolutely. If Keemstar looked at this and said, you know what, the audience is meaningfully opposed to the way Jaffe expresses himself and we don't like it, he would have every right to say, hey, it's been fun, but it's not going to work out. I go, I get that. Not a problem. Yeah, totally fine.
Public
I'm
opinion
always
matters
going to want
as
to
well,
defend
right?
comedy, but I'm not going to defend all people who try their hand at comedy, right? Some people suck at it. Like, some people are really
I will
not
admit to being,
comedian.
I don't consider myself a comedian. I'll say things that I think are funny, but I don't think I'm like some kind of, trained stand-up where I understand how to build a joke and shit. I'm just talking, and if people like it, great, and if they don't, whatever.
Public opinion matters a lot as well, right? Like, we had a funny debate with like Billy and Becky, right? Where Billy was like pro pumped up kicks, and he won the debate with the vote because no one would really fathom that Billy would actually think that way. But I guarantee it, if like we did that debate now and had you being pro for it, they would try and like burn you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
But what was the opinion about it? That I mean, it's
I was
a good
saying,
song,
I was
but
saying,
it's horrible.
No, I was saying that it's okay to go pumped up kicks at a school, and Becky was saying it was not okay.
Oh, well,
And
you're an idiot. That's not even a joke. That's just
I had to. It was a debate though, and sometimes you have to debate stances you don't agree with.
I understand what you're saying.
So I had to win the debate to show people that it's not about the topic; it's about the way you debate,
and also about the person that's doing the debating or making the joke. And how they feel about it. Like, if you came in and everybody loved you and you made one of these inappropriate jokes, they'd be like, Jeffy, you clucky duck, right? Like, it's just, there's so many friggin' layers to these things.
May I read a chat that just caught my fancy?
Of course.
From V. Jaffe, if you had a daughter who was essayed as a child, would you still make jokes about it? I don't make jokes about it. I do have members of my family that were assaulted as a child, and it has been a lifelong trauma and struggle for this person to be able to sort of figure out how to get a life that is worth living while living with this awful thing that happened to them. I don't make jokes about that, but I'm not opposed to them. I just don't have anything to really say about it. And I can do whatever the fuck I want, Evil. He says you can. He doesn't, but you can make it. I think somewhere along the line, the younger generation got terrified into being called out. They got terrified into being canceled. They got terrified into basically expressing themselves. And they feel that if I can just make it to the grave and not offend anybody, I'm going to be all right. And I think that is a sad way to live.
I don't think they're just terrified by it. I think they're trained. It's part of combating against free speech, right?
Yeah.
Like, when we were young, we had to take this stuff as words. You couldn't take it seriously because, look, like, if you disagree with something, it's part of free speech. And if you want to have free speech, you're going to have people that are vile and reprehensible, and they need to be able to say what they're going to say.
Absolutely.
And you need to allow them to say it, or else something you might believe truly might become reprehensible and you won't be allowed to say it. Who knows when and what is reprehensible, right?
The only time free speech matters is when you're defending something that's disgusting. Otherwise, it's not free speech.
Yeah. And that's why I try and allow jokes to happen, even when they suck. I got to look at the intent of what was said and what you were attempting. And if you see what someone is attempting, and even if they fail at what they were attempting, as long as they're not actually like using it to create a scenario of harm. Yeah.
But why do you think the chat's okay with some offensive things? Like, you guys toss the R word around like it's a goddamn piece of candy.
And anybody who's offended by it is retarded.
I find the R word very offensive, but I don't want to deny your ability to say it. I don't want to say you should be canceled because you said the R word. I choose not to say it.
I try not to say it, but it is a cultural shift. Disney used it in Deadpool versus Wolverine, And if Disney's bringing the R word back, that means
Shut
that
up. Shut up,
society's
Billy.
bringing the R word back.
I tell you
It's
what,
true, though.
when
It
they
is
use
true,
it for
yeah.
the sequel, no, Deadpool Wolverine. They also were talking about the only thing they can't say is like talking about cocaine. When they
Still
put it
Disney,
in,
though.
when they put it in Frozen 3, I'll believe you, Billy. But until then, I don't think so.
It's the same people who invest in Disney that invest in our culture, right?
It's millions and millions of people that have seen that movie, and I hear it way more now since it's come out.
Okay,
Like, for
but
real.
wait, but here's the deal. Say it all day long. I defend your right to say it. I would fight for your right to say it. That's the difference. I don't say it. I find it offensive. You don't, and guess what? You have a right to express yourself. That's the difference. I don't think you're like, did you hear Billy said the R word? Did you hear Keemstar said the N word about 6 years ago? Did you, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, really?
It was like 13, 14 years
Whenever
ago.
it was. The point is that, it's just weird that a lot of these people will be very comfortable accepting this level of checklist of things that are offensive, but this one's not okay. Even
No,
for a guy
what
who
you
doesn't
said was
mean-
offensive.
That's why
What
we
you said
get
was
to pick
offensive.
and choose, right? And a lot of times things are offensive because culturally they are on the precipice of being outlawed or legalized. And
Say that again.
things become offensive because they're on the precipice of being outlawed and or legalized. They're on the precipice of a cultural shift. And right now we're at a cultural shift. We're seeing Epstein get flipped. He got away with what he did for 15, 20, maybe longer, 30
Well,
years. If you look at his history.
Oh, he still got away
And-
with it. He died.
And the cultural shift is
Did
telling
he?
us right now that we really have to be angry at people like this.
Of
And-
course.
And we don't really know how angry we are because Bryan Singer's still allowed to work
Oh,
in
I know.
Hollywood.
And who's the other guy? Brett Ratner. All these guys. I'm with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that we look the other way for, and then we.
But why
get
can't
angry
you
at somebody.
keep that in your brain and go, of course, Bryan Singer is a monster. But it's also, there might be a funny joke that somebody makes, and it's okay because you're not
Because-
actually advocating it.
Because people are being weaponized to hate things, and it's a
Yeah, well,
social
that's-
conditioning. It's a hive mind, and it's a power move. We can't
Well-
think freely because we are being
Right.
used. We're
Yes,
being
we are.
directed by somebody.
Well, a couple of people. Yeah, that's the real enemy, 100%. But I will tell you on the R word, yeah, I don't care if it's like, to me, it became something I won't say when I had kids because I realized I saw
Yeah.
parents struggling with kids that had a lot of special needs, and I was, I was just like, okay, that's it. You have every right to say it, and I'll defend your right, but I choose not to say it now. I choose
It's
to be.
such a good word to use.
It's a great
to
word.
Somebody
It's a great
of,
word.
of age, like someone who's acting like an idiot. You have to hit them hard so they think about what they're doing, right?
Billy,
I-
we
yeah.
have a super chat by the Mucho Man for $10. Would you like to read it, or would you like me to read it?
I would love to read it. Thank you, Twiggy.
You're very welcome.
Mucho Man says freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences of that speech. The Mucho Man says that Jivin Jeffy needs to check himself before he wrecks himself. Ooh, moo, yeah. Damn. Jivin Jeffy. I can't believe I read that wrong.
I don't know what. He
Yeah, most times you should just shut up, sir. Most times.
No, I choose not to. Though.
You should.
And that-
No, you should. Because what you said was
Why-
fucking
why?
terrible. It was terrible.
What did I
I
say?
don't give a shit what you're gonna say right now. You
What did
weren't
I
kidding.
say?
You're gonna walk it back right now because you got heat for it in Discord.
What did I say? What are you talking
You
about?
said that the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, Kazuki Takahashi, and that bullshit, that shit right there was fucking offensive to me. And really, it was a fucking.
It was hilarious.
It was
It
not
was
hilarious.
Oh, it was so
wasn't
funny
hilarious.
because here's the joke. He was a hero, not just in his creation, but how he died. And I took that, putting him on a pedestal to a fan, which is you, and I
Yeah.
made him into a fool.
I don't
and that
give
was
a shit.
fun.
I
Yes, you
don't give a
do.
shit. No,
You're here.
No,
You're
no,
here.
no. Your joke is what I'm saying. That was not a fucking joke. You don't shit talk a dead man like that.
Oh, yes, you do. I did it.
No, you don't. You don't.
I did it. It happened.
You are an extreme piece of shit for that.
Oh, well, that's okay. It was funny.
Yeah, it was not funny. I did not.
So
it was
what's
not
the
funny.
statute of limitations on shit talking a dead man?
Stop. Does this mean I can't talk shit about your dead parents anymore?
Right.
Nothing would
look,
stop you anyway.
Right. When somebody says to me, Jeffy, I would fuck your mom, and I say, well, she's dead, and they're like, that's okay.
I'll dig her up, baby. Let me go get my shovel.
I didn't
my
say
mom.
she'd enjoy
That's
it.
my mom, but it's hilarious. It's like
Cookie
it's
Gaga for
hilarious.
Here's my
$9.99.
thing.
I'm gay.
It is your
Hey.
thing, and I respect that, but it's not
No,
my
no, no.
thing.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing right here. Look, you, sir, are a fucking fallen off game director whose last game.
Oh, he went
Are you
demon mode.
possessed?
He went demon mode
whose
for a second.
failed game failed
that.
miserably. Showing on your own studio, your fucking whatever it's called, that agency bullshit. You've fallen off so hard to where you're on a fucking show right now, crapping on a dead man for views.
God of War is better than Yu-Gi-Oh, though, right?
Oh,
I don't
God,
give a
yes.
shit. His
No,
last
it
game was
is.
a God of War.
It's God of War's
No,
amazing.
it failed.
In fact, Yu-Gi-Oh, because when did that guy die?
2022.
Right. So
2022.
So we had actually, they reached out to us and said, do you want to put Yu-Gi-Oh characters in my failed game? And I said, are you kidding me? That's rubbish. I mean, that's how bad it is. I wouldn't even put it in my failed game. But all that said, though, you know, I think you're doing great work here.
Oh, I
think
am,
you're
huh?
I think you're a delight. You're a
Oh,
delight
well,
to
yeah,
talk to.
okay.
That was
yeah, I'm
before we
sure.
got married, Lolcow Kings. That was before she lost her legs. Okay.
I like how Jeffy said that horrible stuff about kids, and you
Oh, yeah.
came in here angry about Yu-Gi-Oh. Of all the things you could have been mad about.
Wait a minute. What did I say horrible about kids? I said
You know
nothing horrible
that
about
one
kids.
thing about the children that I won't repeat because
Guys,
it may or may not exist.
I did not make a joke about it. I said it should
Jeff-
be acceptable
Do you
to
smell
make
gas?
a joke about it.
You smell some gas, Jeffy? You smell some gas? Because he's
I don't get the
gaslighting you.
reference.
He's gaslighting you.
The joke was that you had said something way worse, and he was caught up on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I know.
No, I already know. I already
You
know.
are-
I already know.
Uh-huh.
You are a
Oh.
shit human being for that. I can
what?
add on the other shit too for it.
A what?
Would you stop
I already
zig-heiling?
know you are a shit human being,
Oh,
and I
yes.
came and add on
Could
to
you stop?
it.
Could you stop
And
saluting
boy,
like that?
Pharaoh, you sure did. You got me, buddy. I loved it. It was great.
Hey, I said my piece on it. Okay.
Oh, I believe.
And also, you try to give me some advice afterwards.
Oh, I was
heard that
joking. I
shit-
don't give a fuck if you succeed or
No,
not.
no. Hold up. I know you're joking. I know you're joking. I know.
Oh,
I'm not an
I don't
idiot.
care.
I'm telling you though. When you said stay on and do the whole shit with you, the moment you ended up about the creator Yu-Gi-Oh, your opinions and statements or advice became invalid to me.
Of course, because
It
offending
showed-
Yu-Gi-Oh
it
is akin
showed
to
your-
offending Yahweh
No,
himself
it showed
upon
your
the mountain.
character. It showed your character shitting on a dead man
Excellent.
who was a
Oh,
hero.
Next
man.
time you ride the high horse, why don't you choose the saddle instead of the cock?
Or when next time you ride the high horse, why don't you do it on camera for your show? Maybe it'll be interesting for once. That could be good.
Hey,
Because I
had a good show
What's up,
today.
buddy?
Till I had a good
What's up?
show today till you showed up.
literally I was called into the show today because people said,
Do I
we
give a
think-
fuck?
Wh-
I did my show today the way I did, and you know what? I
Wait a
have
minute,
no
wait,
regrets
wait, you
about
just
it.
said two different things though. You first said I had a good show today till you showed up, and then I was telling you how you didn't have a good show, and you said I don't give a shit. I did what I wanted.
No,
I'm like,
I'll get to what you say.
No,
What you
I didn't say it. People called me in and said, "Dude, I think the guy's spazzing out. He's literally just showing off cards."
I did not spaz out. I did not show off cards. I said for ticket to Tim, get the members. I'll rip up cards.
That sounds really entertaining.
They paid. They did it.
Well, that's.
Would you have done it whether they paid or not?
Of
No.
course. Because why did he have the cards to begin with? Of course he would have done it.
I bought
course
the
you
cards.
bought the
for
cards.
I bought these cards today for that.
As a fellow human, I love you. I
As
genuinely.
a fellow human, you are shit. Thank you.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa! He
I
never said
was-
anything bad about you. Just that Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
No. I'm saying as a
Oh,
fellow
that
human to
Yu-Gi-Oh
another
guy,
human, you
the
are shit.
Yu-Gi-Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh guy, though. Let's be
Petty
honest.
humans.
Now
Am I right,
that guy is probably a PDF file. I mean, he's dead now, thank God. But I mean, that guy probably did a lot of stuff to the Yu-Gi-Oh. Because who's into Yu-Gi-Oh? Kids. How do you know the kids so well? You probably spend some time with them. Now look at
That's
all
not-
you guys.
Are you done
No one is-
filibustering? Are you
am
done
what?
Are you done being a fucking edgelord and fucking
My
putting lies
brother, my
still?
brother.
Oh, baby, I'm just getting started. I'm getting started. I'm getting warmed up. I can feel it.
Okay.
No,
in the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh backwards is ho I guy.
relaunch your studio, make a new game, something worthwhile.
Do what now?
Relaunch your studio that failed from your first game Is it just something worthwhile instead of talking shit about a dead man?
What is he saying about
Do
with wild?
something worthwhile.
He's saying make a new worthwhile game. It's called
Is that why you
Worthwhile.
can't host very well? Because no one knows the fuck you're saying.
I got a stutter and I don't give a shit. Okay.
I didn't say it was a stutter, Joe Biden. I wasn't talking about your
You
stutter.
know,
I
it'd be
just didn't-
funny, Pharaoh, if you had like an insult, right? And then he was like, "What?" And then he said, "Did I stutter?" But then you didn't actually stutter.
and I said yes, and he goes, "Damn it, I was trying so hard."
But I love you, Pharaoh. But I gotta make jokes. I can't help
you,
it.
Twiggy.
Oh no,
Did
oh
I
no.
stutter?
I don't mind the jokes. I don't mind the jokes. But as far as me and Jeffy, oh yeah, we're done talking now.
Black
You think he's a
Belladonna,
good guy,
Jeffy
though?
Said,
Like,
Jeffy
hell fuck
said
no.
nothing about
Don't
kids.
talk
Jeffy
to
said
me.
nothing
Hell fuck no.
about
Don't
kids.
come
Jeffy
by
did
my
not say
house.
anything about kids.
We're
He said that
done.
it is possible to
We're
make
through.
jokes
Yeah.
about them, not that you should. Okay,
Right.
Yeah,
And
Black
I didn't
Belladonna.
make
I was being accusatorily vague on purpose. I was trying to make a joke, not a point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It
I mean,
was
I'll
funny.
I'll just point that out.
What's funny about you guys though in the chat, this Pharaoh, what's in that Pharaoh? Lolcow Kings roast him about God of War. The game of the year, the money I made off it, the franchise.
Yeah,
the
but
TV
what
shows.
year? What year?
It doesn't matter though. The point is,
That
I've
year
done
was-
You
more-
that year
haven't made
was-
a good gaming year,
Wait a minute.
sir.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Let's. I will concede that point. I was very proud of all the games I've done, but absolutely, the last couple games I did not connect with an audience or critics.
It
Absolutely.
was all those PDF jokes.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine?
but wait a second. This is what's hilarious to me. Pharaoh, you have done nothing. When I was your age, I had already made $1 billion franchise for Sony, and I was well on my way to making another one. By the time I was 33, I've done more in my life than you are even on any trajectory
That's
that
you.
exists to do.
That's you.
I know it's me. That's
I
why
have
I
my
said
life.
I.
He's
That's
saying
why
your life
I.
sucks.
Right. I said I. I didn't say you.
I
Let's not
enjoy my
confuse it.
life.
Prove it.
I don't care. That's
I'm
not the
supposed to prove
point.
it.
That's not the point.
You
You're trying to come.
You can't just
you're
make a
trying to
claim
come at
without
me-
proving it.
You're trying to come at me for some games that didn't
No,
connect.
I'm coming
and I'm
at
like,
you for being
and
a,
I'm like,
a human being.
oh,
You are a
buddy.
shit human being. You made a
Uh-huh.
good gaming years. You are a cringe
I don't
edgelord.
make games anymore.
I know, because the last one sucked ass.
Yeah,
you did
well, I don't know
make
if
a
it's a
game
test, but-
about Tina.
I did. That was a hit. That was a
I'd
hit.
like
The
to
people
see.
loved
I'd
it.
like to see this Jeffy guy win Game of the Year. The year Tetris came out. Good luck with that.
I competed with that guy actually at GDC before, in a game design contest. But yeah, it's like, go do something before you come at me. Even if I did nothing else after God of War in 2005, and I just sat and spent my money that I made off.
I
of
was
it,
5.
fine. Guess what? Why don't you go do something?
I
that
do.
brings-
I work every day.
Oh
do
shit! My bad.
something that
Take it back,
brings
Jeffy.
joy to
I'm
the
a software,
world.
I'm a
As
software engineer. Okay, that's what I do every day.
and what do you program?
Just like web apps in C Sharp.
Boy, I'm sure you've brought lots of joy to the world with your web apps in C Sharp. The point is, I don't mind. People fail. At least I swing, right? But what I'm saying is the
You know what
idea
else
of
swings? My
wait.
fat dog.
The idea of
Thick.
coming after someone because the games they made or the swings they attempted didn't connect, especially when a lot of them did. I don't mind you doing it. I just think you don't quite understand that you seem to think you have an argument that is really like wounding. And instead it just makes you look like it's shining a light on the fact that you've done nothing. You've done nothing.
I've done a lot. in my
Black
life.
Belladonna
I enjoyed-
gifted
and I
5
enjoyed every bit of
Lolcow Aussie memberships.
Hey, thank
Much
you,
love,
Belladonna.
Black Belladonna.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Look, Jeffy, I'm saying it right now. I've enjoyed my life. I enjoyed my life up until today when you came on the show, but neither here nor there. Having fun with it, have fun in my personal life. So yeah, I'm content.
hang on.
You
I
are a
think it
sad
is
old
here.
fuck.
I think it's
Hang
here
on,
nor
you are-
there.
You are a sad old fuck.
Wait. I wasn't listening. Hang on. Okay, do that again. I'm sorry, Pharaoh. What?
I said I'm content in my life. You are a sad
I was
old fuck.
listening, you idiot. I was listening. Jesus Christ.
I think he
Relax.
railroaded you right there. That's fucked.
I don't give a shit.
This Jeffy guy doesn't play fair.
I don't play fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, okay.
Text
I
calling
do
me.
give Pharaoh props for jumping on to confront you again. Right? I
don't give a
do.
shit.
Why?
I
Yes,
do,
you
because
It'll be the
Because-
last time too.
Okay.
It was ineffective.
it doesn't matter.
No. I said my
It
shit.
was,
I said
completely self-serving.
I said
you did
my
it for
shit
yourself.
and I stood my case. I don't care.
You don't get
stood your
points for being
case?
self-serving.
What is standing
Self-serving.
your case?
This was
You mean you-
this was
That
self-adulation.
I
You
don't
came here to
care,
get off your
Randy.
chest. I want to see you own him. I want to
I
see you
already
break him
did.
in half. No, you
I already
didn't.
said enough. I said enough.
You were like a child that ran up to a grown man and punched him in the shin. The grown man was like, "That's cute. I want you to take him down. If you're gonna go to war with somebody, you cut them the fuck down."
Hey, listen, Pharaoh.
Destroy
I'm
him.
going to war with everybody. Jaffe, Zay, everyone.
Cool, but look, Pharaoh.
shit.
Once we bury the hatchet, eventually,
We ain't burying shit.
I'm going to take you to the coolest place. There are so many little kids there. It is so awesome. We're going to love
PDF
it.
file right there confirmed.
Yeah, confirm, buddy. Yeah, that's right.
Why would you say that? You're into games. You're into children's games. You would love. You would love going to a place that had children's
A
games.
card game doesn't make you a child.
He's talking about taking you to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. There's so many
Yeah,
little kids
little
there.
little kids
No, there's
there.
not. There's grown ass men there.
Oh, that's
Yeah, well,
that's
that's
not
creepy.
what I came to believe.
That's a little creepy.
I thought little kids played Yu-Gi-Oh.
They don't. Not all the time.
Interesting.
People grow up. People grow up.
Interesting. And play
Not if
Yu-Gi-Oh
they die
still.
first.
Okay, Lol Kings, no one's joking about kids. What we're joking about now, or I'm joking about now, is the sensitivity of the people who have issues with this stuff. I'm not actually joking about children. I wouldn't do that. But I am joking about how fucking sensitive some of you guys are. I find it hilarious and disturbing. Anyway. Well, that was fun, you guys. Thanks for having me on.
For 5
Oh, I
gifted, I'll
appreciate
show
Yeah,
my
piss
nipple.
off, please.
I'm sorry, Twiggy, what?
Oh, I was saying for 5 gifted, I'll show my nipple.
Now that we've
Gaga
gotten over
for $9.99. Jeffy, can you please make God of Gay starring Lolcow star Boogie2988? Then fire him.
Starting tomorrow, sir. I'll get right on that. Thank you
You
for
gotta
the
fire
suggestion.
him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
God of
Very-
Gay.
It
You got
makes me
good- you
kind
got-
of like happy in a sense that like some people's jokes are like the worst thing that's happened to some of these people in their lives because it's only going to get worse, man. Once you have
I
those
know.
real shit things happen,
Yeah.
then you're going to be like, bro, a couple of words it doesn't mean dick. And
I just want to get back to pushing the limits of thought and reality. We were getting really deep before Pharaoh came in here to self-serve his feelings and being angry.
oh shit! Welcome to Bandworld Shotgun and Waffles with the 5 gifted.
Waffles?
Thank you.
Waffles is
What
bored.
the fuck?
Oh my god.
We will.
I told
catch
him
up.
I'd show
Oh
my
my
nipple for
God.
5 gifted.
Jesus Christ! And he'll show it again for another, but only
Is
if
it
you're
possible to get
I'll
over
show my
this,
other
this
one.
war zone and talk about deep philosophical things again?
Such as
Well, not Yu-Gi-Oh. Before were you watching before you came in here to swing your dick around and try and point fingers?
I watched a little bit of it.
Oh, I know that
Yeah,
thing.
you
swings.
should have paid attention to the show. We're having a good conversation.
I can't really enjoy anything that involves Jaffe.
Why? You're then you want to go?
Are you racist?
I'm about to leave now.
Sometimes
Thank you-
you've got to separate the
Thank you
art
for
from the artist.
self-serving your anger here on Lolcow Aussie. That was great.
Hey, look, the show says, justice for Pharaoh, so I came on for a little bit about that too. But you know what? Enjoy a conversation. I'll leave.
Was the justice at the cost of Jaffe?
What?
Was
I said
that
what I
the
had to
title?
say.
You don't look
No,
like
that's-
Kanye anymore without your
And
beard.
by the way, fundamentally, honestly, Pharaoh, if the core thing you're really upset about is you were going to have your shot today and you feel me coming on for 15 minutes, even though I was asked to, fuck that up. I genuinely am apologetic about that because that was not my intention. I just did what I was told I was supposed to do as a host. And when you're invited on, people come in and out and populate people's shows. That's what they do. And I do apologize for that. And I
Well, I
did
appreciate
know-
that.
You're welcome. But I would honestly say that, that was 10 minutes of the show. But still, I'll know now never come on Nerds again until I take it over. I will never come on there.
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair,
give me that kindness,
Pharaoh,
please.
if we do take over Nerds, you are the only person who is safe.
Oh, come on. Why? No.
appreciate
Because
No.
no, Jeffy, I already own Nerds. I hate to tell you, I already own it.
Do? Okay, fine. Then you tell me the wisdom of that decision.
How many? Are you familiar with art?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Jeffy, are you
Art,
familiar
what kind-
with art?
I was just at the museum.
Do you know
too.
who
The clown from
Michelangelo is?
Terrifier?
Do you know who
Yes.
Michelangelo is?
Yes.
All right, so
He's an
you know
autistic
what
kid
can
that
be
jumps
done
on
with
the
a
show.
blank canvas, correct?
I do know what can be done, but there's a difference between Michelangelo and a 5-year-old doing finger painting. I mean,
No,
are you
even
saying- Are you
5-year-olds.
saying that Pharaoh, you see genius in him?
There's something there.
I
Are
see
you saying that
passion-
you see
I
blank
see
in him?
passion in him. I
Uh-huh.
see passion. I see
Yes.
passion, and I see sensitivity, and I see a mind at work. But I think he is too much in his own.
All right,
fucking
and
head.
what is like a general, like, whenever I think of nerds, I think of people who are very passionate about things, right? When you nerd
Yeah.
out, you're nerding out about something you're passionate about. So passion is it's a necessity when it comes to a show
Absolutely.
like Lolcow
Passion is
Nerds.
self-serving.
100%.
Speaking about passion and nerds, Jeffy, we did get an invitation to come on to the nerd show tomorrow if
No
you're willing
way.
to go.
Not a Pharaoh.
I
That's
won't.
his show.
I won't
That's
be
his
there
show.
tomorrow. I gotta work.
Yeah, Pharaoh doesn't work on Thursdays. He's
I
he works
do-
his real job.
As much as I'm fucking with you and joking with you, the thing that I'm not joking about is I did not mean to take your time. That was not intentional.
Who
I do think
invited
you're
you
too
on?
sensitive.
I-
The chat. I got a bunch of people in the
Right.
DM saying, "Jeffy, go on," and then they told me when they hired me,
Right.
they said, "Oh, you should go in and out of the different shows and stuff."
No, you did nothing wrong.
Yeah, no. I was
So-
just checking if it was one of the other hosts that might have invited
And then,
you.
when I
sort
got
of-
there,
yeah.
I said, "Do you want me to leave? I'm sorry." And she said, "Oh no, the views are going up. Stay." So I stayed. I didn't, I don't. So that I do apologize for, because I know what it's like to get a shot, and maybe you don't get them as often as you like, and to have that kind of derailed, that's shitty. I get it.
Yeah.
Tech, come back. I don't know what you were saying.
And Pharaoh, I'm very short with you right now because who the fuck is Jeffy? Why does his opinion about your Yu-Gi-Oh guy matter, right? Why are you going to
It's
hold
the
anger
prince.
against
It's the
him?
principle. It's the principle.
Then
you don't
if you're
crap
going
on
to
a dead
confront
man
a man,
like that.
if you're going to confront
But
a man
I
like that, you
do.
take him the fuck out.
All right, but also
You gotta take
like
him out. If you're gonna care, if you're gonna give any sort of care to this, you better fucking take him down. And I don't think you did that. So don't care. Don't care about him.
also Farrah,
Don't just get angry to be angry.
how much energy is it worth giving to defending a man who's dead? I mean, I know it sucks, but
All of
I
it
mean,
or none of it.
because-
That's the only. You
because-
give all your energy or
because-
none of it.
What
Yu-Gi-Oh
Jeffy
is one of the most important things that happened to the nerd culture ever. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh is fucking famous.
And when Steven Spielberg dies and someone says, "Oh, he was a piece of shit because he's my idol," I'm not going to lose my shit. I'm going to go, "Okay, I don't
I may
agree
be biased.
with that."
You should have fucking kicked out Jaffe. Fuck this Jaffe guy. You should not have let him shit on. You should have just fucking got him out of there.
Your
Anyways,
problem is you want me to go to bed.
You know what we'll kick him for, Tick Protect. You know what we'll kick him for. All you got to
That's
do,
right.
one crown.
You guys, 250 members last night?
bro. Tick Protect's our guy, and he shaved his face.
Well, that's how he did it, I thought.
He almost
I
shaved
did
his
more-
head.
What else you going to
Yeah.
shave, bitch? Save it for our show.
Ayo.
I wanted to get Rast off a Manscaped sponsorship, but
You gotta
he said he
talk
would
to
never
the boss.
shave. He would never shave.
Well, I mean, I'm
Uh,
not saying I would never shave, or just
Wow.
Seriously, Pharaoh.
Necro for 50 Australian dollary dues. Nerd fight. I got money on the jacket.
Fundamentally,
Weeb.
I'm playing with you.
I am reading a dono, Jeffy.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. Because this is my show.
Well, go
where
ahead,
I read
bitch.
donos. Oh, don't call me a bitch. All right. Nerd fight. I got money on the jacket Weeb. Who you got, chat?
The jacked weeb is money.
I said jacket Weeb because he was wearing a jacket. Oh, he's not wearing the jacket anymore.
No, the jacked weeb is not on screen right now.
Oh.
Pharaoh,
Jacked
seriously though,
weeb.
I'm joking
Yeah.
with you and I'm playing
Alright.
with you and we're making content, but I have
Yeah,
no
I get the
ill-
idea.
I know, and that's fine. I just want you to know that because I get you're sensitive and passionate, and I think the world needs more people. Don't roll your eyes. I'm not condescending to you. I'm saying the world needs more people that care a lot, and I appreciate that you do. I'm not going to take people's shit. I'm not going to get pushed around.
Oh, I want to make a
advise-
joke so
I
bad.
don't advise you to do the same, or I don't
Yeah.
advise you
Stopped you
to
before.
either. But I'm still going to be me. But I don't really mean you any ill will, and I can see you're passionate, and I do wish you well. I really, really do.
I appreciate that, and yeah, I get it. Like I came here for the just for the content too, and also just also just defend myself a little bit more from
Yeah.
my other
Pharaoh's gonna
appearance.
die on this hill. All right.
And I don't give a fuck.
And I'm not gonna make a joke about the hill being,
Fucking
the
hate.
freshly dug grave of anybody. 'Cause
Oh
that would be bad.
wow.
That would be wrong, and I'm not gonna make that
The
joke.
Yu-Gi-Oh guy or
I'm
Rostov's
not gonna
parents?
specify. I'll let the chat decide.
Thanks, Billy.
Let me ask you this though: if you could bring the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh back, but you had to,
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do it, Jeffy. You know what you're gonna say.
I'm not gonna. I know you do.
I'm
not
yeah,
gonna
we know
do
you.
it.
For fuck's
It's
sake.
funny because it's inappropriate. Because we're so uptight in our culture. Let's just unclench a little bit.
Who are your favorite comedians? That's a good way to kind of gauge.
I like John
somebody.
Mulvaney. Is
Right.
that his name? I like Louis.
I think you're
CK.
thinking of John Mulaney, not or Dylan Mulvaney.
No, I'm thinking. I always get him and the
Dylan
the guy.
Mulvaney.
No, I'm
Same
getting
guy.
him mixed up with the dad who played on Frasier. But anyway, yeah, the comedian. What's her name's wife?
John Mahoney?
Is that his name?
I have no idea.
Olivia Munn's husband. Whatever.
We know
his
who
name
he.
is.
We know who he means.
John Mulaney.
Right. So anyway, I think he's hilarious. I think Louis C.K. is really funny. I think the Shane Gillis is really funny. I think Bowen Yang is really funny.
Any Bill Burr?
I love Bill Burr. He's great.
George Carlin.
I could tell.
I saw George Carlin live. It was great. I loved it. I loved him. He was fantastic.
Yeah. Every comedian is the best. Just depends on whether or not they're on the microphone. Bob Marley was a really good one.
Wait, he was a
Bob
comedian,
Marley?
Bob Marley?
That's what Psychotic Assault said in the chat.
Yes. The great comedian Bob Marley.
One love, one life.
And it was all a joke.
Shot the sheriff.
Well, listen, I'm out. I'll see you guys. Thank you for having me. Thanks for letting me butt in on your show.
No, thank
I'm
you,
sorry.
Jeffy, thank
see
you
you,
for
Jeffy.
offending literally everybody. Have a good night.
People need to be offended.
Wow.
I'm the
They
joke.
do.
Prick.
All right.
It's character.
Look at that
ya.
prick.
Bye,
Look at
guys.
that guy.
Bye.
Fat girls are sex offenders because
God of
They offend me
Edge. Am I
sexually.
right? God of Edge. Am I right? That guy over there?
Yeah, that guy.
God of Edge.
How do you feel after that, Pharaoh?
I feel like we're a better standing now, me and Jeffy.
You showed him.
Does anybody think it's a coincidence that Michelangelo and Pharaoh are freshly shaven at the same time?
Oh wow, that is wild.
Do you remember when he said that something about like you guys burying the hatchet and you said you'd never bury anything and now you've kind of buried the hatchet in the same phone call?
Do you know what else is buried?
Yeah, because he has to, change it a little bit.
Tech Protect. What the fuck?
This was not planned, but if you look at the side chat for this call, me and Jeffy had the same fucking idea of posting the fucking post. It was simultaneous. All right, I love you guys. Have a nice stream.
Oh,
Bye.
Yeah, I'm seeing the chat right now.
I don't want to look at it because I don't want to leak the chat.
You
Yeah.
can leak it. It's fine.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's
Oh
crazy.
my god, the Prague's one.
Look, Pharaoh, nerds, I don't know if they can, you guys can live up to the meme potential that Lolcow Ozzy has. Memes are made every night here. Every single night.
Twiggy is the
We've got a
best
whole
man.
catalog.
We have like a good Eric meme almost every show now.
Yeah, but those are forced.
Hey, the one with him in the ceiling fan light, that was pretty funny.
I didn't even see it. That's how, unsubstantial it was.
Damn. Nice to share it on Eric.
Why don't you call him out for it?
I'm
I
waiting
just-
for that
I just
Lego
did.
video.
Pharaoh, go for Twiggy. Go for Twiggy's throat. Why is he trying to protect you?
We've made
Tell him you're your
peace
own
though,
man.
me and Twiggy. We made
Fuck
peace
that.
though, me and Twiggy.
Take him down, dude. Take him down.
Nah. We had
Show him
we
who's
had some
boss.
episodes. We had some episodes before, but we're cool now.
I mean,
Show him
I'm
Tony
his
Danza.
boss. I'm his boss, Billy, and it would be very inappropriate and unprofessional for him
Fuck
to go
you,
after
boss.
me.
Fuck you, boss. How's that?
Oh, see, I'm bringing it out of him, Billy. Why would you want to fuck me, Pharaoh?
I don't.
Why wouldn't you?
You're giving me mixed signals right now. I don't know how I'm supposed to like.
Why would
Like,
you
was
want
it me showing my
deep?
nipple?
Why would you want to slide
No.
deep in Twiggy's creamy center?
Ooh, my
I don't.
creamy center. Dude,
Oh,
I'm like a
God.
jelly donut from Krispy Kreme, baby.
True.
I even got the same colored jelly coming out of me.
Oh,
So-
dude, come on.
What's your thoughts on Zay cooking the content, Billy, on my show?
I felt bad for you guys. We ended up putting Buff Weeb on our show later that night. He made us
I saw him.
$500.
He killed it, dude. Like that
I know,
guy
like he
is-
was like I talked to him in VC afterwards. He's a really cool guy. Like he's
I was
on his
serving
shit.
you guys a fucking home run.
Hey, Zay
And-
cooked the content.
Hey, it is
and what are you gonna
He got
do
over-
about it now, right? Like, because it's not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time you get disrespected on your show. So, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
about it?
the fucking intro. I could already tell that was bullshit. She had the fucking stream in the background somewhere. Playing
Honestly,
just to cause
don't
the
worry
echo.
about
She
like,
needs
the
to
little
go.
things. I mean, yes, but like, don't worry about the
Yeah.
little things. Like, worry about like what you yourself as the content creator are gonna do from here. Like, what is next? Like, how are you gonna like fucking reclaim some of your?
I know what you can do, Pharaoh.
What do you say to
Absolutely.
people who say Zay is the show? She runs the show, she keeps the energy up, and she controls basically all the monetary income.
They ain't never had
Is
their
he-
dick sweat without a bottle of lotion beside their bed.
That's one way.
They
I mean, like
Okay,
most of
right?
the people, like most of them are Zay's friends, so like they are there for Zay for the most part. But like that's not how you run a show, though. Like you have to have other people outside. Like mostly everyone in the VC for nerds are literally just Zay and friends. We need to expand beyond that.
Well, here's
Why
what you
don't you
need to
guys
do,
bring
Pharaoh.
people into it?
Hmm.
You need to learn. I mean, I don't know if you know OBS or not, and I don't know if your internet or your computer
Yeah, I'm
can
getting a
handle
new
that.
PC at the beginning of next month.
All right. Well, as soon as that happens, all right, and you need to fight before then to somehow take control.
I know.
But
I'm working on
you
that.
you need to literally steal the show from her, and like the problem is, right? We've seen it before. Anybody who tries to go after her, she sicks her little boyfriend onto them.
Yeah, I find it funny how he's a fucking mod in chat on our channel.
That was wild to me.
That's very funny to me.
Well, I
why
mean,
is that?
you're-
Why is that a thing?
I didn't even realize if I figured out, oh, that's his shit. I didn't even see that
He's been a mod for a while. You know why? You know why he's a mod there?
because that's Zay's boyfriend
No, because she runs the show.
runs the show. Yeah,
Her
It's
show.
fucking ridiculous.
It's not your guys' show.
Mm-mm.
Glammy's
Well,
squatting
The
there.
point of today was for me to show what I can really do as a host, and I feel like I had a great time doing it. I again the
Yeah, but you
chat
say you
part,
had a great time doing it. What do you think about?
the audience.
You think the audience enjoyed it?
I thought they did because I talked to people afterwards too. They enjoyed it, and I talked to people like, just like the chat was going well too. Again, I missed some donos. That's my beat. I'm learning as a host to be able to interact with the chat and still do the content too.
Guys, can we put a poll up to say if Nerds was awesome or terrible today?
Sure.
She manipulated everybody on that show. She's manipulated Glammy.
She
She at
does.
one point she
Mhm.
manipulated Glammy into thinking they were just besties, right?
And,
Yeah.
and
She-
she's the reason the show makes money, right?
She
Like,
manipulates the audience by being overly nice to Eric when as soon as you realize what's going on, you can see right through the act. She's being super condescending and literally trying to use it for brownie points.
Because he's not
Um,
someone she would be friends with outside of that
No.
show. Like,
No, she's the exact kind, like he's the exact kind of person that her boyfriend was going after in the Discord, bullying relentlessly.
yep.
Like he would literally just go after people and make fun of them for being autistic. I mean, I don't know how. It's pretty clear that it's all an act and it's all just to like try to grow her, her own career, and she doesn't really care about anybody else who's involved.
Yeah, like I'll say this: like it was more enjoyable today. Well, again, it's not me trying to self-serve, might be being a host, but like being able to nerd out for a while, that was fun, as opposed to having just drama going on and then WWE stuff going on. Like again, WWE, I'm not a fan of it really. I don't care, but it's entertaining to some people.
Well, you wanna try to, like, you don't want just just Yu-Gi-Oh fans watching the show,
I
right? You
know,
don't
I
want
know.
just Star Wars fans.
I
You
know.
want a little bit of everybody, right?
Oh,
Um,
and then Exile Warrior is in the fucking chat saying, "Oh, all Smash shows should be canceled," while I'm hosting the shit. Like, what the fuck?
It's just gonna
Well, that's
happen,
because
bro.
he's-
Like, yeah.
What's
it's
his
just,
opinion matter? Like you need to make sure that the audience is engaged and happy. And I guess if you said you guys made a ton of money off of opening Yu-Gi-Oh packs, then good.
Yeah, that's why
Did you make a ton of money off of opening those packs?
I'm trying to remember how much we made today. I think we made a good amount.
Would you say that you paid for the packs?
Yeah, it's like what, like $28 for those packs.
$28 for those packs?
Yeah,
And when everything's said and done and cut, probably made some money off that, right? Everybody else made money too. That's not
yeah.
terrible.
Plus, two of them survived, so I got a little bit of change back too.
hey, there's
Nice.
some good ones survived too.
Did you
Yeah.
eat any of them?
No, that wasn't the goal.
I guess like
Everybody
you've shown
was saying that you
Jeffy
should eat
fire
them.
today, right? Like you've shown him some fire, but how
Yeah.
come? Like why not show that on the show to like the co-hosts
It's
that are like
it's like
if
when
I
I-
guarantee you, if she got asked like by Keem tomorrow, should we get rid of Pharaoh? She'd be like, yes, 100%. So like,
it's like the fire comes out when I get either pissed or pushed or angry.
well, you
What's
need
the
to
point
learn
of
to
letting it
control
out
it.
unless? Yeah, what's the point of letting it out unless you're gonna actually burn something with it? Like Jaffe left here unscathed, and
Mm.
it did. I guess at best you guys had a conversation, and now you like him more. Like
Yeah, a
that's-
little bit.
That's I guess the good part about it.
But whether I
I
scare
don't
them or
think-
not,
I
Oh,
don't
sorry,
think you
go ahead.
should be attacking people. I don't think it's something you're good at, right?
I don't choose to attack people. I just want to nerd out. But when it's coming at me, I do respond for the most part. And then like with Yo Mama, like that was a fucking somewhat funny one at least. Just one.
Yeah, you
not
did the
all-
my
not all the way.
brother thing. That became your catchphrase. Like you got a big W. out of it.
Yeah.
Or
Well, Pharaoh,
you took something away from it. You
You
doubled up
dislike
for it.
drama, correct? You've said it multiple times.
I do for the most part.
But this is the Lolcow universe. There's always going to be drama. The minute you
I
think
know.
that you're going to be able to nerd out and just do your thing, somebody from another show is going to come in and mess with you. Right? That's just how it works.
I know, and I can clap back when I need to, but like again, it didn't go so well with Jaffe. I can see that. It's just when your heart's not into clapping back, like it's just kind of pointless.
why are you
Which is why
passionate
you
about the
shouldn't-
show?
That's why you
Yeah, the
shouldn't clap
show.
to start out with. It didn't sound like you were gonna beat Jaffe when you came at him tonight, right? I didn't
Yeah.
take it seriously at all. I
Best
don't think
force,
that's for you.
best foot forward attempt, but I'm passionate about the show and just having fun. Well, having fun, talking about things that we can all nerd out about, whether it be Star Wars or Marvel or DC or TCG or anything you're passionate about. Like that's something
Movies.
I enjoy. Movies too. I
I
wanted
said,
to go more.
I said boobies.
I heard movies.
No, boobies. Oh, Pharaoh, check this out, right? So I was
What's up?
looking for fat suits on Amazon, right? Because it
For
has been
fat camp?
requested of me to wear a fat suit, but look at what I found.
Dude,
the fuck
if you
is
wear
that?
big fat tits at fat camp, I'm gonna honk them.
Bro, they have nipples.
I'm gonna honk those things.
Twiggy, why?
Twiggy,
I don't
I'm
know,
gonna honk them.
$400.
Buy them so I can honk them. I might TF you at fat
Well,
camp, dude.
if I could figure out how to make a wish list.
Billy, will you motorboat them?
I'm definitely gonna honk.
He's gonna
My
everything about
motorboat.
them.
I might even TF those things. At
I
fat
think
camp.
I think that'll be just as like accurate as wearing a fat suit. Those things gotta weigh something.
Twiggy, I think I'm gonna TF you at fat camp. Buy those. I'll give you half the money. I'll send you $200 right now if I can TF you at fat camp.
All right, as soon as somebody gives me the other half of the money, I'm getting them because I don't have.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm
I don't even
lying.
know
Don't
how
give
I'm
them the
getting to fat
200.
camp.
I have to go pee. I'm gonna leave my camera on though.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, we're
Yeah,
going
the
to
fuck-
war with your show, by the way. I don't know if you saw
I
that
already
part.
I know. Being started off on Cafe, then now it's Nerds, and then it's Test, now it's Aussie.
I'm
And,
not very happy with some actions. I've been very nice, very cordial. with Miss Dogwater, right? Very cordial, despite the fact that I despise her.
Look,
And she took it for granted.
when it came to Zay, like I was trying to play ball with the fucking show, but like it's clear the show's been just going. It's not getting out of the whole mold of just being Zay and friends.
Well,
Someone said
It's-
you were
it's gonna
afraid
be-
of fighting back because you thought that she could get you removed. Is that right?
yeah, at one point. I thought
So you
about
can
that.
either fight, and if that, I mean, that's not the case, because if that was the case, you would already be gone. Let's just be real. But even if it
You
was
can't
the case,
make a wife out of a hoe, brother.
wouldn't you rather like fight and like get kicked out knowing that you went down swinging rather than just sit there and just get kicked with no fight? Like,
So one in chat says to me, I'm curious if he thinks that I'm cut off for this. And I'll say, and really, I think I am. Like just the whole argument thing, maybe not so, but just having the time to nerd out and be just having
Oh,
a
they
good time
didn't
on
know
show.
what teams
Yeah,
meant.
that's easy.
Did
What
you
you were
guys-
saying, Rasta?
oh, go Twiggy.
Oh, I was going to say we got heck for $5 Australian reduced. It says, Pharaoh, the people want nerd and drama. Make the drama about Zay and make her look bad. She fucked you today with Billy's friend, and that would have been a good conversation.
Yeah, it would have been pretty good, I think.
I mean, she's putting a muzzle on you, 100%. She's trying to make it to where no matter what, she's the star. If she leaves, all of the pay pigs and the crown are leaving with her because they're her simps. She knows what she's doing, but this ain't the right universe for that. That ain't gonna work.
And I feel like it's just closing us into a box where we can't expand beyond just being Zay and her friends.
Well, yeah, because if she doesn't, if she's not a nerd, right? And if you're talking about nerdy stuff, she's not going to have the ability to help carry that conversation. So she's going to move it and divert it into, something she can talk about. Why is she on a show called Nerds? Why is she bounced between any of these shows? It's so she can grow her own platform.
Because she runs OBS. That's pretty much it.
Well, it's not rocket science.
Well, I know
Glammy
that,
would
but,
make
like,
it appear
yeah,
so, but even Glammy's been able to use OBS.
I know. I'd rather her be running OBS than Zay right now.
I mean, honestly, like whenever I was having internet issues, I was gonna do a solo stream and have somebody else stream it, right? And I was gonna have cameras off on, like, if you didn't have your camera on Discord, you weren't gonna be able to be seen. And I was just gonna have them walk away from the PC, and like I'd still be able to control everything from, Discord. So
Yeah.
The thing is, right, like, we've been having these conversations, multiple people with you for a long time, right? Eventually, people are going to stop having the conversations. And,
Yeah. See,
you know what
I
I mean?
thought that when we had that stream where we had aired out our grievances, that it was gonna be a little bit different, but then it's still the same shit. And then when I have my chance to do so, well, the first time that was Boogie's own shit, but I appreciate the feedback he gave me. But then this time it was fucking Zay.
Zay Zooted is
show.
hands down the best broadcaster on Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
She's the best
broadcaster on
at.
there.
She's the best at running the show. She's the best at talking to an audience. There's a reason she's there.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
but she's not a nerd, Billy.
doesn't matter.
I mean, like, I give her credit
Doesn't
in the
matter.
sense that she's on a show and she's trying to make the best out of it, and she positioned herself really well to keep it.
She's got multiple crowns, multiple people who
Yep.
support her. She's in the Discord all day with those people.
Yep.
As far as community management goes, she's better at that too.
Mhm.
Well, Pharaoh, you've already shaved your face, right? Grow your hair out, get some implants. You can do this.
Wait, some implants. What the
Some
fuck?
boobies.
Why?
Because that's all it takes to, get a few simps, a few people who are willing to spend their money just for a chance to be noticed.
It's also a joke. Like, you
I
can
know.
play into
I know.
it. Like,
I'm,
you play
I'm
into
running
it.
with. I'm running with it.
Pharaoh, do you
Oh,
think you'll
what's
have a
that?
chance to run the show again?
I think so, because again, it was around 600 viewers or 500 viewers. I can't remember, but I feel like it was going good. Even from an audience viewpoint
I
too.
got beef jerky stuck in my tooth.
And then
Sick.
the cutting of the content happened, but next time it won't. And that's part of the end. That was I let that happen for the content, but no, I think I'll have another chance to do it again, and I'll run it a little bit more smoothly too.
What do
I
you
mean,
think about shows being on the chopping block and your show being one of them?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I know it's Tess, Aussie, and Cafe, and mine. And again,
Not us.
Aussie's not one of them.
We ain't one of them, brother. That's offensive.
My bad. I thought that was
Shame
4
on
shows.
you.
On it.
How dare you?
I thought it was
How
4.
dare
My
you.
bad. I thought it was
Yeah,
4.
it's Madhouse, Nerd, Cafe, and Test. That's the 4 shows.
And you got a dono come in. You have TTS set up?
No.
Project Karma for $20. I am the TTS. Pharaoh, it sounds like you are listening to them, but not actually understanding what these guys are telling you. They are giving good advice and criticism. You're hearing us, but you ain't hearing us.
No, I'm hearing you. It's like I have to take the show back from Zay, and I'm working on that. Like Zay was my shot to do so, and yeah, towards the end it wasn't all that great, but I think for the most part it was like maybe like 9% of the show was good.
How much?
Brother, you need to take her into the nether and then break a block of obsidian off of the nether portal and leave her there
You also
stranded.
can't just expect her to sit there and let you do it.
I know.
Right?
I have to talk. I gotta talk over her and show that I'm there to be a host. Literally, that's all I have to do. Cut the fucking dialogue off.
But she'll server mute you.
I want to make a comment about the show today.
Yeah.
It looked like a bunch of people were watching a boy at his birthday party open his presents.
Like the first Toy Story movie.
Oh, wow. I mean, what are your thoughts on the show today, Rastoff and Twiggy?
You think I watched it?
Well, apparently you own the show, so give me your thoughts, boss.
I own it, but it should be self-sufficient. Apparently, I'm going to have to step in. I have faith in y'all.
It's hard for me to watch a show that I said it at the start. It's literally like 4. You're running 4 different fucking shows. It seems like Eric's doing his own thing, grabbing the mail. Glammy is picking who she wants to side with for the day, depending on which is gonna fucking keep her safe the most. Right?
Eric's a lot of hold up. I'll be right back.
Or he's playing Switch, but then every now and then he comes in with a banger, and that's cool. But if one of you's running the show, the other one's not supposed to take the backseat. Like, it's not interesting to have her sit there and do nothing. It's better if you guys try to do shit together, even if you don't like each other, because you don't get to pick who you work with. All right,
right.
A lot of people don't know this. Rastov hated Twiggy up until 2 days ago.
Oh yeah,
no, I still hate him. I'm just getting better at acting. That first paycheck paid for some lessons.
This guy says get better acting. I saw the intro to your show today.
Did you? Oh God. Look, I was just wanted to say goodbye to 2 a.m., man. We've been here for a while. We've just started to make it work. We figured out the formula to make money. And
sweet symphony. Sorry.
Honestly, when it comes to the shows and Lolcow Live, it's Universe. It's Lolcow Live, then Lolcow Rewind, Lolcow Aussie to me. I don't watch Queens anymore. I can't watch it. It's so.
You should try it without Becky. It's actually way better. I'm not joking. Yeah. It actually is better.
Pharaoh, how do you feel about being the one show that has the most hosts?
Oh yeah, we did the most hosts.
And you basically have Boogie as like a secondary host. And Twiggy as a self-proclaimed.
Look, I got a lot I can bring to the table. All right.
I mean,
we were able to make a show without anybody talking about us. Yeah, we had Bully here. He helped out a lot, right? But obviously, Billy came here for me, right?
Yeah,
dude, I came here.
I mean, having 3 co-hosts going from 2, and then shifting the entire time. From the beginning to now, it's been a process, just learning everyone. But then I jive well with pretty much everyone, but just now fucking Zay taking over the show.
Do you know what Zay said about you last week in the Nerds? I think it was the Nerds VC.
Oh yeah, she called me useless, didn't she?
Well, she said that you don't see this as a job, you see it as a hobby, and that's why you may not be,
No, no, I don't. I say that's an actual job to have and be passionate about too.
So you're passionate about Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Jeffy made that comment and it got you really upset, right?
Yeah.
But you're also passionate about the show and it's been taken from you, and you're not showing that same passion. Like you're not showing that same
now?
like fire or no, even on the show, right? Because it happens. It's
You
just
feel like you don't
constantly
stand
happening.
up because you don't give 100% to the show?
I try to give her some of the show, but then I feel like when I'm not here because I have to work at my job
Yeah,
on Tuesdays and
that's what I
Thursdays,
meant.
like, yeah, I feel like
you
that's
can't be
a
here
hindrance
100% of the
sometimes.
time. Do you
Well,
feel like
I
a setback because you're not here the whole time?
That's why I feel like it's a setback to me in when it
I
comes to
think
my standing in the show.
what you should do is, since you do have to work at your IRL job, right?
Yeah.
You should, when you do come back to the show, you should come with some fire. You should come with some pizzazz. You should steal the show, because while you're gone, it gives them more of an opportunity to make the show about themselves, right?
Yeah. Well, mostly about Zay because she's the one doing the shit.
Well, yes.
Glammy and Eric, I love them, but like Zay centric every time, and then it
Well,
has her.
she has both of them wrapped around her finger right now. All right, like
Waffles with the $20. Big ups to Billy. Legit mental help for the show. Yeah, Billy's great when he's not.
Like
trolling
Eric
me.
loves him some Zay, right? He even said, he got a little bit of a,
Man,
bit of a crush
fuck
on
Zay
Zay.
at this point.
And
Jesus
then
Christ.
Glammy, that's her that was her bestie, but see, you can take advantage of the fact that Glammy apparently crashed out on Zay. I don't know, I was asleep during all that. I still take full credit for all of the crash outs that happened.
But then it's bizarre, right? Because you guys get mad at each other, and then the title of your next fucking stream is "We're all best mates again." And so
we haven't done
makes,
that, Rastov.
I mean, we dragged it out for a couple of days first.
Yeah.
Until we actually talked. But that was growing pains, man. Now we're good, and I know not to ask you specific things.
I mean, Billy, in your opinion, when it comes to my performance today, and really in general, have you seen my voice be out there or stand out?
I think that you are one of the more respected members of the nerd show because of your position as a nerd.
Yeah.
And I also think that you are very self-serving in the way you are on the show. I feel like you think about what pleases you before what pleases the audience. And I think maybe that's part of even being a nerd. A lot of people are nerds because they disregard the rest of the world for their own personal interests. And that's what makes a nerd. They value their own nerdy things more than the rest of the world does. I don't know if that makes you a good broadcaster, but it does make you a good nerd. And that's why you're here.
Hey,
Black Belladonna for $10 says, Pharaoh, ask to have Zay taken off completely for one show, and it's just you. Only you, Eric, and Glammy. No guests. But then you have to take everything that's said after without defensiveness.
I'll take that.
You can have
I'll
guests,
take
though,
that.
because that's still a part of a show. Like, having people on and hanging out and shit like that is still a part of the show. But, like, obviously not like an Aussie style where you've got Billy on from the start to the end and carries the show and brings in all the money for you. Because when he's not here, unfortunately, if you're drunk, we're coming for your wallet.
Po Boy for $20. Rastov and Twiggy, don't scam me on not reading my dono this time, you Aussie cucks. No, but seriously, big ups to you boys here and to Billy. Rewind and Aussie are my favorite shows. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much
And you're
for
going to be
that,
able to
Po
see
Boy.
them back to back from tomorrow.
I guess maybe the Dragon Ball combo was a bit self-indulgent when I was off about it. But I was trying to, address some drama with my fucking Dugga team member, who apparently has even more drama now because of the fucking shit in main chat. But I'll do that later.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, actually, I'm not a genuine question. Does it actually matter?
It plays more into the whole fucking Zay's little army shit, so a little bit. But yeah, I mean, honestly, us being on chopping block, I like being the underdog for in a challenge. So I'm willing to rise up to the challenge, and I did that today by going off on my own as a host. And I
So you said you found
think,
Exile boring, right? Like because of his the discussion he was having with you was just the same comment over and over.
oh
again,
no,
right?
I didn't find it boring. I didn't find it boring, but I see why the chat might think it might have been boring, or the audience, because
Okay, well, how did you feel about it then, in your own words?
I enjoyed it because I love talking about Dragon Ball, and he's been calling it mid for a long time, and I gave my points about it, and he gave his points back about it too, and I respected it, but I feel like he didn't go too deeply into the lore. Maybe if the guy you brought up, One Buff Weebit came on, we got like an actual back and forth about Dragon Ball.
That man knows his Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
How about dragging these balls across your face?
He wants to
He'll
be the
do that
Vegetas
too.
of my Goku.
All right, well, you didn't find it
I
boring.
like the uncomfortable cough.
Hmm?
I said I like that uncomfortable cough.
I'm still sick, but yeah, thank you.
Can you name any points of growth? Any points of growth you've gone through since starting Nerds? Can you name them, Pharaoh, as a broadcaster? Points
Points of growth is being able to talk again. That's a widely debated points of growth, but I stutter, but I can control it for the most part. But today I really showed that I can keep it down under control just by thinking about it and just being calm when I talk to. But even still, I've never been on a platform for live stream before. It looks like a very big learning curve for me. And I'm more impressed that I even did this to begin with.
Yeah. When you were on Rewind first, you stuck out like right off the bat. And I think that's why you were offered the show early on.
Seems to be all of our stories.
Yeah, I mean,
that was the purpose.
You were very charming, charismatic. You were doing the impressions.
Circle.
Yeah, it was very fun. You're very fun, and I think maybe I'm frustrated because I don't see Nerds being cohesive, I guess. And I feel like one thing about Nerds is you're kind of like you're at the comic shop. You're looking through your fucking comics. You're talking about your comics. Everybody's bantering back and forth. And there's some sort of, if not friendship, there's like there's a peer connection there, and I want to see that happen on Nerds. And I feel like Glammy is so happy to be there. Zay is so focused on running the show. You are like unabashedly a nerd. Like that's what everybody says. That's like your biggest boon is that you're the nerd guy. Twiggy says he wants to keep you around. All the other guys are like, oh yeah, Pharaoh's the guy. He's the only real nerd there. I'll hear that a lot. And Eric is kind of like, Eric is very perceptive, but he's also kind of on his own wavelength. I don't see you guys gelling. And I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if it's possible. I feel like there needs to be some sort of
a reboot,
or like even just like some sort of team building exercises or something. I don't know what it could be. There's got to be methods to build and get on each other's conversational wavelength and the respect for each other's
Pokey Gaga
ideas.
For $19.99 says, "For fuck's sake, Pharaoh, just order the fake boobs and make Nerds yours again. Then go after Lolcow Live." But one thing me and Rastov do every weekend, so that we can both get a day off, but we can stream every day, and also to like get better at just streaming and talking and engaging with the viewers, is we do solo stream. Just take over one weekend. Show them that you can do this and you can do it by yourself and that you don't necessarily need them, but you want them. Or you can just not respond to me and you can be in your own little world. You probably didn't even hear what I said.
Sorry. Can you say it back for me? Can you say it back for me, please?
I just spilled it.
I heard it. You and myself will not on stream live, but we'll talk on a weekend.
What the fuck are you talking about? No, I said we'll do solo streams.
Solo streams.
Boy,
one thing you
ain't listening to it.
One thing you do, Pharaoh, when someone like calls you out on not listening, you'll tell them what they said, but I'm not sure if you processed it conversationally. And maybe that's the way you think when you talk to people. Maybe you think analytically to what they're saying and not like accepting of the actual conversation. I wonder if there's some way you process the conversation that's because you'll read. No, I heard what you said. I heard what you said.
Yeah.
And then you'll say it, but you won't really like react in a way that is reciprocated. I think
It's like
more like acknowledging.
It's like acknowledging and processing it still, but I have to really just I can say it all I want, but I have to apply it though too. Being listening.
Yeah. I'm being very critical of you just because
Oh
I
no,
feel like
I appreciate it.
I feel like it might help it. I might help you. And I know and I believe that you respect my opinion.
I do.
And-
You're
and-
a legend.
Yeah, and I really do respect you, even if I'm harsh as fuck sometimes. It's not for any other reason than I want to make sure that like you're not putting up any walls, or if you are putting up walls, we can break through them, right? And then maybe get some growth. Because like you are in the, like you said, you haven't really done stuff like this before.
Yeah.
So this is the best time to be learning and self-reflecting.
Like I had just started doing YouTube in November when I got called up by Keem in January.
That's fun, dude. That's wild.
Yeah, it's been a crazy whirlwind, but like it's been fun. Oh well, it was fun for most of it. The whole Becky shit, that was like kind of BS.
Yeah.
And that's like buying a bicycle for the first time and then like riding in the Tour de France the next fucking month. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, but definitely a learning experience.
I bought a motorcycle. Then my next day owning a motorcycle, I learned how to do a wheelie. It was fun.
You know what you sound like?
Joe.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Roscoe P. Coltrane. Billy knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know, but I know that you know, which is
And that's
Good
why I'm
enough for
laughing.
me.
which is impressive.
You
to
don't
me.
you don't have any knowledge on the Dukes of Hazzard, Billy?
I didn't watch it, dude. It
What?
was before my time.
Oh my gosh, that was the show that ever since I watched that show as a child, I've always wanted to jump a car over a creek, and I fulfilled that goal when I turned 18.
None of my neighbors had rebel flags, dude. You're from a different area than I am.
I guess that's true. There is one of those on top of the general. That's for sure. But I mean, it fits with the name, all right? Civil War General. Come on, guys. That's all it was. There's no story behind it.
Yeah.
It looked good on camera. That's all.
Twiggy is much younger than I am. For him to know that show is very cute. I like
Brother,
it.
you don't even know. All right? You
I don't
even
know. I have no idea what you watched as a child.
You don't.
Me, I was watching new shows like Full House and
I used to
Perfect
watch
Strangers.
Tales of the Crypt
And
Family
or
Matters.
Tales from the
thank
Crypt.
you.
No, that theme song still slaps to this day, man. I love that theme song.
The
Yeah,
theme song of the Incredible Hulk made me cry as a child.
I don't know that. I don't remember it.
Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk.
Bill
Oh, I remember
Bixby?
the show. I don't remember the
Na,
theme
na,
song.
na, na, boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I think I was old enough to know Incredible Hulk and watch it, but not know the theme song and watch it from beginning. You know, it'd be I was like a kid and it would be on. I'd be like, oh, Incredible Hulk, this is great.
I met Lou Ferrigno in person and told him that the theme song to the Incredible Hulk made me cry as a child. And do you know what he said to me?
Did he call you the F slur?
No,
Sorry,
he said
I had
he
a wrong
said
button.
he said what? He's hard of hearing, so but I'm not even kidding.
All right, Twiggy. It's been 2 hours, bro. I know you got shit to do.
I do gotta go to bed, but this is also fun. Actually, technically, I have to put my clothes in the dryer, and then I've got to wake up and stop the dryer before it's actually done because I got one of those old-fashioned dryers that goes, and I don't want my
Are you
wife
feeling
waking up.
nervous?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Why are you nervous, man?
The only thing I would be nervous about is if my vehicle makes it to South Carolina.
Are you
or not.
nervous about the war?
No,
Do you fuck
The
with
war
the war?
where
Guys,
The war
can you
will
not
win?
tell that I feel absolutely great right now? Like, is that just not shining through? I'm full of energy. I'm pumped.
Nerds, Cafe, and Tess are going to win the war, sir.
Am I getting this right? This time right now will be Test. Test will be ending right
Wait,
now if they
hold
were a
up.
2-hour show
Hold
as
up.
of tomorrow.
Hold
I
up.
think so.
But they can still
What
go
do
as
you
long as they
mean?
want, I think. Why are
They're
you
saying
actually thinking of doing
Twiggy's
late night with
sober
Billy?
as an MF. Hmm?
What was that?
Are you actually thinking about doing late night with Billy?
Yeah, I'm gonna start going late night after them. I'm gonna steal their overrun.
Can I be a guest on that at Fat Camp?
I don't think anybody's gonna be a guest. I'm gonna do it from the comfort of my own home, where I just talk shit about BB Phil the entire time.
Oh no.
I was hoping you wouldn't see
Not-
him in
not
the
our boy.
chat. God damn it! I love you, BB Phil.
I am
Please-
ready
please
for-
Stop
I am
swinging at
ready-
Billy, because if you swing at him, he swings at me.
I'm
Harder.
so ready to go on a road trip with my parents tomorrow.
Mom and
Mom and
Dad,
The day after.
little
technically.
spider twig.
Are you
Little
gonna sleep
spider
over at
twig.
your parents' house tomorrow, Twiggy?
I am. I was just gonna sleep in the Jeep. I had no problem doing it. I can make it nice and comfy. The seats fold down. Had a girl back there once. But
She might still be there. I haven't checked.
but nah, she ain't there anymore. She's in a woman's Jeep now with her girlfriend.
Oh shit!
You want
But
those.
yeah, I told him, I was like, yeah, what I'll do is the night before I'll find a nice Walmart parking lot and I'll just camp out in the Jeep. It'll be no problem. Like, I've done it many times. And he's like, I got a spare room. I was like, all right. Yes, that's right. The comments are saying I make girls go gay. I do, because after a woman has had me and then lost me, they realize that they'll never find somebody like me again. So they just have to give up.
True.
But well, Beavis Demise says Twiggy eating Wendy's chili with his dad wings. That is on the agenda.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to
So
be
much-
recording everything.
I'm gonna be recording a generous amount. I don't want to stick a camera in Wing's face too much the first time meeting him, while he's also stuck with me for 18 hours. But I'll be getting some stuff.
Good. I mean, I feel like he would expect you to actually do it, right?
I mean, maybe.
I mean... Alright. Final
But
words,
anywho-
bitches.
Thank you guys for keeping the end of the night fun and fresh.
Yeah.
One night you could go
Freshy
longer than
fresh.
2 hours for the rest of your career. You've chosen not to.
Well,
It's
I was
because
just
we have a
gonna
big week
leave.
ahead of us.
I was just gonna
A big
leave. I
week ahead
thought
of us.
Restoff was gonna keep the show going.
We're
I mean,
never going to be able to go longer than 2 hours again, boys. Say goodbye to the long streams.
why not replace me with Bruggs for the night? Restoff.
Oh, that would be
Because
good.
I have stuff to
But-
do as well. We went 5.5
That'd be
hours
funny.
last
No,
night.
it's going to be a crazy week ahead. This is everybody get some rest. Everybody be excited. It's going to be a fun time. Pharaoh, have a good day at work tomorrow, and
Thanks.
have a good day at the show the day after. And
Will
boys,
do.
wipe your asses front to back or whatever way's proper. I never really know. I don't wipe. Good night.
Thank you, Billy.
Back to front gets it on your balls.
The fuck?
I mean, not always.
Yeah, you would know. You can't wipe front to back.
I hate you. Final words, Pharaoh.
I appreciate y'all being on my back, on my side for this shit. You know, it's been a long and arduous journey being on this show.
That's the Lolcow universe, baby.
This is the beginning, bro. If you want to stay, you're going to have to adapt.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah,
we
no,
had
I'm
to
all-
adapt quick, fast, and we had to fight. If we
Well-
wanted something, we had to take it, brother.
That's
My
right.
brother, my brother.
My brother.
my brother, but you know, I love my catchphrase.
You have to
Yeah,
also
I'm a-
remember, you're not there for 2 shows, so you have to shine fucking bright enough for 5 shows on 3.
I know.
When a
Uh,
meteor hits, it hits big, but it doesn't happen often. I don't know what I was
Are we
trying
just
to
gonna
make.
keep throwing out platitudes at him? If something lands.
No, for real. No, for real. Look, I appreciate everything. You know, y'all always been fun or been on my side for all this shit throughout the entire time, and it's nice seeing the support today from everyone.
Bro, it literally looks like you're there by yourself, and it almost feels like you're lost on an island and have no one with you.
Hold up. Speaking, you could kind of compare it to, I don't know. There's many characters in the hit Emmy Award-winning ABC television series and cultural phenomenon Lost, right?
Here we go.
But there was one character who just nobody liked him.
Why did I intentionally do this?
He put on an act, right? He was a little, reclusive, I guess. I have no idea where I'm trying to go with this. Pharaoh, there's nobody in Lost I could compare you to.
I haven't seen Lost, so I wouldn't know.
All right. Have a good one, bro.
I'm my own person. Just do my own thing.
You got this. Don't give up. Fight. Actually fight.
Thanks.
In the words of Miles Morales, nah, I'm going to do my own thing.
Amen, my brother.
That's my final words.
All right, I'll see y'all.
Oh, he actually left. Okay. All right, bye.
Oh, he did.
Wait, he came back. Are you back? Are you back? Are you back? Are you back? Are you actually... I thought you were actually leaving.
I was going to come back, tell you good night, and I'm going to miss you tomorrow in the day
Well, that's what I
after.
wanted to say when Pharaoh wasn't around, but I guess we'll just do it in front of him. I'm going to miss you, buddy. Please don't die. You can still call in.
That's so beautiful.
This is what having the
cheering
co-host that
up
actually
now.
cares about you feels like, bro. I'm telling you. It's really
Oh my
good. You should try it
I'll
sometime.
I'll try to call in, but buddy, I'm probably going to be asleep.
Did you call in from... Dude, imagine calling in from Wings guest room, bro. The look on his face, he's like, actually...
I could literally just walk into his bedroom and just like hold the camera like this while they're both asleep and just stand over them, right? No, I'm gonna be asleep.
It'll be 12. It's not gonna be this time. It's gonna be fucking 12. I'm just saying. Think about it, bro. Think about it. All right.
I don't want to keep them up, bro. They got a lot of driving to do.
No, you don't. You don't have to keep. You could literally just whisper. I'm not saying be on it for long, but just call in and say like, hello. I'm in bed right now. I'm naked.
I got my hand on my dick. I'm just playing with my dick.
Because you don't touch your dick. Anyway, bye. Back to the sadness, guys. Back to the sadness. I'm getting sick of nerds. Every time we're like, all right, fine, we have a little beef, and then we're like, okay, it's fine. Start another beef again, and I'm just like, why do I keep letting you farm us for content? So now, Test is the spearhead, all right? They are coming for Nerd, and we're just going to support Test and Pharaoh. Because whether or not someone goes or no one goes, something's got to change, because 4 people hosting 4 different shows is fucking boring. But now let's get in our feels one more time and play the song. Goodbye, 2 a.m. I will miss you, but not really.
The clock strikes 2, the world is still. Once roaring laughs, now silent shell. The glow once worn now fades away. Good night to the hour we wished would stay. The screen once danced with endless dreams, now whispers fade.
Candles in the chat, guys. Candles in the chat. Also, I think
Stove and Twiggy
Anxious Aussie $5. Back camp wedding idea. Have Glammy and hubby reenact the end of Dirty Dancing for the wedding dance. Get you all joining in. Great idea. Sorry if we missed your chat. I don't think we did, but if we did, I'm sorry.
To late nights where we spilled our fears. Goodbye to pixels blurred by tears.
See you at 12 tomorrow.
The hour has gone where we dared and flew. Goodbye.
candles.
Echoes of chats in the empty void. Once brothers and sisters, now these toys destroyed. Our hearts still ache, our hands held tight. But 2 a.m. fades into the night. This is not the end, it's just a start.
Travel safe,
We'll
Twiggy.
see you at midnight,
We
but
love you.
won't feel armed. The ghost of 2 a.m. will linger near.
Goodbye, long streams. Hello, more gaming though.
Goodbye to late nights where we spilled our fears. Goodbye to pixels blurred by tears. The hour has gone where we dared and flew. Goodbye to AM, we'll remember you.
We'll remember you. I just want to thank every single one of you who's been dedicated and supporting us, even though we were at 2 a.m. We're after 12. I hope you're still coming with us, because hopefully it only gets better from here. Otherwise, we will be on the chopping block.
Goodbye to late nights where we spilled our fears. Goodbye to pixels blurred by tears. The hour has gone where we dared and flew. Goodbye to AM, we'll remember you.
Good night, guys. I'll miss you.